He's a warrior, man. He's battling. He's banged up. He's taking shots. They're a physical team. So, you know, we're going to have to gut it out. You guys can see he's really talk amongst the best players in the state. Big stages, he does it every time. It makes incredible catches. Crow plays, strips a guy on the kickoff. You know, God does it all.
East, west, keep the opposite. I don't trust you with them choppers. West side, how we rockin', pull up on you, get the poppin'. Hey, them boy don't want no smoke. Them boy don't want no smoke. East, west, keep the opposite. I don't trust you with them choppers. West side, how we rockin', pull up on you, get the poppin'. Hey, them boy don't want no smoke. Them boy don't want no smoke. Them boy don't want no smoke.
It's one of the biggest games in the state tonight. It's a double-A matchup at East-West Stadium in Fairmont. The top-ranked North Marion Huskies take on the number 6 Fairmont Senior Polar Bears. North Marion is unbeaten this season at 4-0. The Polar Bears are 4-1. But Fairmont Senior has a 19-game winning streak in the overall series. In fact, the last time the Polar Bears lost to the Huskies was in 2003. Husky coach Darren Hayes has never beaten the Polar Bears, and Polar Bear coach Nick Bardick has never lost to the Huskies. Now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups.
Brody Whitehair, number 4, junior. Dylan Hours, number 5, senior.
Damani Johnson, 8, junior.
Chris Wilson, 21, junior.
Max Rosero, number 40, junior.
Kenan Dinger, 10, junior. Javon Jones, number 11, junior.
Logan Canfield, number 2, junior.
Gavin Michael, number 14, senior.
Riley Green, number 72, senior.
Joseph Richmond, number 61, senior.
Caleb Arbogast, 50, junior. Trevor Bigelow, number 55, junior.
Reed Lister, number 68, I'm a junior.
Caleb Angelon, number 57, senior.
Lovecool Kalkini, 65, junior.
Luke Abrazino, number 33, senior.
Taryn Boda, number 3, sophomore.
Tavion Thornton, number 81, senior class.
Jordan Wagner, number 1, junior.
Okay, thanks.
Tobacco products on school property and during school-related events. Not only is tobacco use and distribution illegal on school property,
should I?
Tobacco is directly linked to numerous health problems.
Okay.
Please do your part.
I'm up a bit.
Reduce tobacco use in West Virginia.
Thanks. Okay. All right. I can't hear anything. Can you give me the... Okay. There you go. Thanks.
The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us honor and respect our country by standing as the Polar Bear Band proudly plays our national anthem.
Okay, Darren, obviously it's been a great start of the season for North Marion. Tell me what's been going well for you so far. Add one more. Yeah. The anthem's playing now. Come back after this one. Yeah. After this one. Okay. Okay. Tonight from East West Stadium in Fairmont, it's the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears and the North Marion Huskies. Hi, I'm Jeff Carpenter, ready to bring you the story tonight. Alongside me is former Polar Bear coach J.L. Abbott. He's in the hot seat tonight. He's been there, though. He's been on the sidelines in North Marion Fairmont Senior matchups, so his insight will be important tonight. Thanks, J.L., for sitting beside me tonight. I had a chance to check in with North Marion's head coach Darren Hayes before the game tonight. You know, Darren's overall record is now 74-75. He's never been at 500. He's inching closer to that, but against the Polar Bears, he hasn't won yet. He's 0-14. His team is better this season. He's confident, and I had a chance to check in with him to find out exactly what's going well for the Huskies.
I mean, I think the balanced offense has been good. At times we played well defensively, but you know, we're still looking for a little more consistency there. I thought we played the pass really well against East, but we didn't play the run so well against either them or Lincoln. I thought Brooke was probably our best performance all the way around, but we're just looking for consistency all the way across the board. We are happy with some of the depth guys that have started to mature, and so we're able to play some guys one way with some maturation of our underclassmen linemen. But we got to continue to, you know, this is going to be a test for us physically. We got to continue to play consistently physically, and we got to be better tacklers than we were last week.
Tell me about your quarterback, Casey Minor. What has made him so effective so far?
He's a hard worker. He's a great kid. He's the leader of our team, heart and soul. He leads with toughness. He's a linebacker playing quarterback, and he's learned to throw it pretty well too. So I'm really proud of the way he's developed, the way he's become. So everybody always tells you to just be yourself when you're the leader of the crew, but sometimes you need to be what the team needs you to be. And he's done a great job of kind of adhering to that role. So I'm really proud of the way he's developed, and I think that this is hopefully just a sign of things to come for him in the future.
When you look at this Fairmont senior team, what do you see?
A lot of speed, which has kind of become par for the course with them. A lot of speed all over the place. I think they still play really physical. Probably more two-way guys than they have had in the past. But they're so sound defensively, and they're coached so well. They understand how to fit things and how to spill things back to help. They're so athletic on the back end that they can play a lot of man with soft coverage and kind of give you that zone illusion. And then they're so dynamic in the special teams game. Obviously, Dylan's just an X factor returning the punts and the kicks.
Darren Hayes, the head coach of the North Marion Huskies. JL, you had a chance to coach in this game. This North Marion team this season, what do you see in the Huskies this year?
You know, I think this is the team North's been waiting on to beat the Polar Bears. They're sound on all three phases. Offensively, RPO, especially with a quarterback like Minor. Anytime you got a quarterback
quite an
that can
important
run.
player to the team this season. Tell me about your role.
Anytime you got a quarterback that can run, that's definitely a big problem for defense because you really don't account for him in the run game. He's got some nice receivers, tough running backs. Defensively from him, you're going to see an odd front. I don't think we'll see man, probably cover three. It should be a good game, Jeff. I mean, they're pretty good on special teams. I mean, they've blocked some punts and blocked some field goals this year, and we've in return we've ran some punts back and kickoff returns back. So it's worth the price of admission.
It should be a good one tonight, and I had a chance to check in with one of Fairmont Senior's utility players who's really come on strong lately, and that's Logan Canfield, and he is really excited to be in the spot he's in now.
I just go out there and play. I mean, I don't really expect too much. I know my team's got me. We're a really good team this year, and we play good as a team.
You started out as a holder, then you became a strong defensive player, and now on the offensive side catching passes as well. Is there anything in particular you like best?
No, not really. I like doing everything, really.
Tell me about this North Marion matchup tonight, this game with the Huskies. What are you looking for from North Marion tonight?
The atmosphere is going to be great, but I'm looking for them to run the ball a lot because I'm playing middle linebacker. I'm trying to make some tackles.
On the defensive side, what do you like best?
Middle linebacker for sure.
Logan Canfield, Polar Bear Jr., who has really vaulted himself into an important player on this team. The officials tonight, the referee is Steve Dalton, umpire Nick Ramito, Linesman Joe Blaney, line judge Dan Hallbaugh, and the back judge is Ron Wiles. Polar Bears have entered the field from our left. We have a really good crowd here for this one tonight. You would expect that. We have excellent weather conditions. Kickoff temperature 71 degrees under partly cloudy skies, but really perfect night for this perfect matchup between two county teams that have their sights set on the postseason. So the Polar Bears will get the football first. North Marion won the toss and elected to defer. So the Polar Bears will get the football first. Had Fairmont won the toss, the Polar Bears would have elected to receive. So really this is exactly the way the Polar Bears wanted it to start anyway.
Back for Fairmont seniors, number 21, Chris Wilson, number 5, Dylan Howard, number 14, Gavin Michael.
Kicking off for the Huskies will be Brock Martin, Dylan Hours, Gavin Michael, and Chris Wilson back deep for the Polar Bears. Hours will play both ways tonight for the Polar Bears. And here is Martin's kickoff. It's short, end over end. Tavion Horton catches it at the 38. He comes up to about the 40-yard line. They try to slap at the ball from behind, but he hangs on and takes it to the 41. So that's great field position for the Polar Bears' first drive.
Oh, most definitely is. You know, he gained about 5 yards on that return, and you know.
Offensively, for the Polar Bears, it's the lineup you're used to. Left tackle starter tonight is going to be Powers Dawson. That's a spot the Bears have had to make some replacements because of injuries, and so Dawson will get the start tonight. 1st and 10 from the 41, and Dylan Hours gets the handoff, and Dylan gets his way up to about the 44-yard line where he's hit and brought down by Caleb Spencer. It'll be a gain of 3.
You know, Jeff, both teams are going to have to establish a run game tonight. It's going to be interesting to see if it's just one or if both do it, but the run game is going to be very important tonight.
Hours is Fairmont's leading rusher, but he didn't carry the ball once last week. In fact, he only played the second half. 2nd down and 7 from the 44, and it appears that the Huskies have jumped off sides. It is an offsides penalty coming up against North Marion.
It's kind of an art we've mastered over the last 6 or 7 years, is that freeze count.
And sometimes it's in really crucial situations too. It's now 2nd down and 2 for the Polar Bears. The ball almost at midfield. It's at the 49-yard line in Fairmont territory. Polar Bears in the all-blue uniforms tonight. Huskies in the all-white. Whitehair out of the pistol. He's back to pass, looking down the sidelines for Gavin Michael, and the pass is caught by Michael. He has it at the 14-yard line and goes out of bounds. 1st down for the Polar Bears.
Hey, that's very good pass protection by our line, and Gavin got separation there at the end and made a very nice catch down the sidelines.
That's a 38-yard pass play, and the Polar Bears now in business with the football at the Huskies 14. Whitehair in the pistol formation with Hours behind him, and the handoff goes to Dylan Hours, trying to get outside, and he can't. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage at the 16-yard line. Stop made by the Huskies' Brandon Matheny.
Yeah, Matheny did a nice job there staying home. Kept his lane and made the play.
2nd down and 12 for the Polar Bears now. Fairmont moving from left to right. First drive of the night. 10:30 to go. No score in this game. 2nd and 12 at the 16. Whitehair back to pass. Sends it downfield. Incomplete, but there's contact. Flag on the play. There was contact on that pass intended for Dinger.
Yeah, I don't think there was any question about that. Defensive back ran right through Dinger.
That's one way to keep him from catching the ball. Steve Dalton does call pass interference against North Marion. That'll be a half the distance to the goal line penalty, which should take it down to about the 8-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down for the Polar Bears. 2nd down. It's not an automatic 1st down anymore. That rule was changed a while ago. So 1st down and about 2-3 yards to go for the Polar Bears. Ball at about the 8-yard line. Whitehair gives it to Hours. Hours crashes through the middle, and he'll maybe get a yard, and that'll be about all.
Yeah, North did a nice job there, backer scraping over the top. You know, we got the numbers here. I mean, it calls for run plays, but the defensive line and linebackers did a nice job of defending that off.
That's what I remember most about your coaching. You always said it was just simply a numbers game.
Yeah.
Whether you run or pass, you just count them. Second down for the Polar Bears. Couple of yards to go. The ball at the 7-yard line. Hours to the right of Whitehair. And Brody back to pass. Has time over the middle. The pass is dropped by Navon Jones in the end zone. It would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, it was nice pass protection by the Polar Bears there. I mean, he had definitely had time to throw the ball.
So now fourth down for Fairmont. And they will go for it here. Not try a field goal. They have a kicker who could kick from that distance, but he's only tried one field goal this season, and he missed that one. But he's been an excellent extra point kicker. But the Polar Bears, 6 here? Fourth down, 2 yards to go. The ball at about the 7-yard line. Whitehair, long count at the line of scrimmage. They don't jump. Michael wide right, 3 receivers to the left. Brody back to pass. He looks, he sends it into the end zone, and the pass is incomplete. And the Polar Bears will turn the ball over on downs in the red zone. And the Huskies get it with 9:37 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, the way Brody's walking off the field, I think maybe somebody ran a wrong route.
So North Marion gets the football now, deep in its own territory at the 6-yard line. So this is the opportunity now for the defense to stop them and get good field position back. But North has been a very good offensive team so far this season. Their quarterback, senior Casey Minor, he gives a handoff to Aaron Hoffman, and Hoffman is hit. He's going down. It was Bigelow who got him first and gets the tackle for the Polar Bears. No gain on the play.
Yeah, nice play by Bigelow. And also we got some pressure from the nose. He two-gapped it to the right spot.
Second down and 10.
No gain on the play.
Football remains at the 7-yard line. They send a wide out to the left side. 2 to the right. Landon Fry is a big receiver. And Brock Martin is alongside him, wide to the right. Casey Minor, the quarterback, play action pass. Passes downfield, and it is caught, but a short gain up to about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, that's that RPO we were talking about. Tell you what, the minor player has a quick release.
Brings up his third down for North Marion.
That'll be a 6-yard gain. Third down 4 coming up for the Huskies now. They send 2 receivers to the left side now. Hoffman alongside Minor, who's in the shotgun formation on a big third down play. Ball at the 13-yard line. Minor back to pass, has time, downfield. The pass is caught at about the 25-yard line. Caught by Brock Martin. It's a North Marion first down, a 12-yard pass play.
Yeah, he had good North Marion's offensive line, gave him time to throw the ball.
So the Huskies get out of that bad field position and now have it first and 10 at their own 25. 8:07 to go here in the first quarter. No score in this game. And the quarterback gives it to Hoffman. Hoffman off the right side. He's got no place to go, and a bunch of blue jerseys are around him for a loss on the play back inside the 25-yard line.
That was a very nice play by Max Becerro.
It'll be a loss of 1 yard on the play for Aaron Hoffman, and it brings up a second down and 11 for the Huskies. North Marion, 4 wins, no losses this season. They've already had their open date. That's why they have 1 fewer game played than the Polar Bears. Minor now has an empty backfield. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Second and 11. Polar Bears would like to get some pressure. Quick pass comes to the near side, and it is caught at the 25-yard line and taken up to about the 29 before Dylan Hours makes the tackle on Richie Eddy.
Yeah, a little quick screen to the left there. Polar Bears played that off pretty well.
Third down, North Marion.
So it's going to be third down and about 5 yards to go. That was a 6-yard pass play. Huskies come to the line of scrimmage, which is the 30 now. They need the 35 for a first down. Again, the backfield is empty. Movement at the line of scrimmage, and the Polar Bears may have jumped off sides here.
Hey, it's the freeze.
It is offsides called against the Polar Bears, and that will give North Marion, well, they mark it down just shy of the 35, so it will still be third down and about a half a yard to go. So now Hoffman is in the backfield. It's Mullet in the backfield alongside the quarterback, Minor. Hoffman comes in motion. And here is quarterback Casey Minor on a run. He gets almost to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. He's going to be short of the first down.
Nice tackle by Canfield. Gavin was there first, but Canfield came in there and cleaned it up.
It'll be no gain on the play and a punting situation for North. That was one I think the Huskies almost took for granted with Casey Minor running it, but he stopped, and the Huskies are forced to punt.
You know, if he'd have continued on his outside path, he probably would have had it. I don't know why he cut back in. We got to make sure we watch the ball here, Jeff. We don't want to jump.
Harbert to punt for the Huskies.Owers is back deep, andOwers is going to catch it at the 31-yard line. Heads to the sidelines, gets to the 35, the 40, the 45, and run out of bounds at about midfield. So again, the Polar Bears have great field position for their second possession of the night. The officials mark it at the 48-yard line in Fairmont territory. 5:40 to go, first quarter. No score in this game. So the Polar Bears now have Navon Jones along with Gavin Michael, receivers to the right side. And two to the left. Cannon Dinger is one of those. And the quarterback, Whitehair, back to pass, getting pressure. Quick pass comes on the far side. Juggled and caught by Damani Johnson inside the 20, the 10, the 5. Peas into the end zone. It's a Polar Bear touchdown. Damani Johnson catches a 52-yard pass from Brody Whitehair. And the Polar Bears lead it 6-0.
Yeah, they didn't. North Marion didn't account for the running back out of the backfield, and he just ran a little banana route. Made a nice catch.
He juggled it for about 5 or 6 yards and finally brought it in, and then was gone down the sideline.
Yeah, if you're behind number 8, you're not going to catch him.
Extra point attempt by Cam Peschel, 27 of 29 this season. Canfield holding. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 5:27 to go, first quarter from Fairmont. It's the Polar Bears 7, North Marion nothing on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that golden boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Damani Johnson catches his third TD pass of the season. Brody Whitehair has thrown his 15th, and the Polar Bears have the early lead at 7-0.
You know, Jeff, we need to. You know, we got momentum now. This be interesting to see how this next offensive series turns out for you.
Peschel ready to kick off with the ball in the center of the field at the 40. End over end kick, and it is going to be taken at the 14-yard line. Carried out over the 15, the 20 by Martin, and he gets up to about the 30-yard line. Canfield in on the tackle for the Polar Bears, and it's 1st and 10 Huskies from their own 30-yard line.
Actually, that's pretty good. That's pretty good coverage by the Bears.
From the 30-yard line.
The ball on the far hash marks. North Marion goes 1st and 10, moves from right to left. Last year these two teams played, and the Polar Bears had to come back in a miracle finish and win an overtime game at Roy Michael Field. Polar Bears digging along the front line. Arbogast, Bracero, and Bigelow.
They might have to call timeout.
North taking lots of time, and they do have to call a timeout, a personnel issue. Timeout Huskies, 5:21 to go. First quarter from East West Stadium. Fairmont 7, North Marion nothing on Fun 93.1.
Since 1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state.
It's 1st down and 10. North Marion with the football at its own 30-yard line. 5:21 on the clock in the first quarter. The Polar Bears have a 7-0 lead. Empty backfield for Casey Minor. He's back to pass, lofting one downfield, and the pass is intercepted. The Polar Bears have it. Brody Whitehair with a pass interception, and Fairmont has the ball at its own 45-yard line.
Yeah, Minor was trying to hit number 9, Landon Calgar, on a seam route. He pre-released as a tight end, and he just overthrew it. And it was like, for Brody, it was like catching a punt.
So the Polar Bears get it right back now. The clock shows 5:13 at the change of possession. Fairmont leading 7-0. This is just about the spot they were in the last time when they hit the long pass play.
Now we got quads out here, Jeff.
4 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Empty backfield for Whitehair. 1st and 10 from the Fairmont 45. Whitehair back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to be sacked back at the 42-yard line with the sack for the Huskies. That was Caleb Spencer.
You know, we had plenty of time there. Brody's got to, if he's going to tuck it, he needs to go.
So he'll lose 3 yards on that sack. And the Polar Bears are looking at a 2nd and 13 back at the 42-yard line in their own territory. The ball pretty much in the center of the field as North moves from left to right, and they have equal receivers left and right, 2 each way. Whitehair has Dylan Hours lining up behind him now. Center is Arbogast. And it's 2nd down and 13. Brody back to pass, has time, sends it downfield. Oh, it overthrows Cannon Dinger at about the 30-yard line. Cannon had a step, but not much more than that on his defender, and the pass was over his head, incomplete.
Yeah.
3rd and 13.
Protection was real good there. I bet she wishes he had that one back.
So the Polar Bears looking to take advantage of this North turnover, but they're going to have to get the 1st down here to do so. They need to get it to the Husky 45. It's 3rd and 13. Empty backfield for Whitehair. He was sacked the last time the backfield was empty. He's back to pass. Sends it down the sidelines. The pass is caught by Dinger at the 40. It's a Polar Bear 1st down.
Nice. You know, again, protection was good, and Brody threw it to Dinger over the sideline, just dropped it right in the bucket.
It'll be a 17-yard pass play. Brody is already over 100 yards passing tonight. He's at 107, and the Polar Bears have it at the 41 in North territory. Keeps the drive going. Fairmont 7, North nothing. 4:10 to go here in the opening quarter. Hours is in the backfield behind Whitehair, who's in the pistol formation. 1st down and 10. Now Brody turns and looks to the sidelines.
I see here, Jeff, we got the numbers. There's 5 in the box. Now they're seeking 6, but look at this.
And here's Hours with a carry inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. Sure-handed tackle by the linebacker, Casey Minor.
That's a good play by Casey, but he should have, if they'd have had him blocked, Dylan would still be running. The numbers, they had 5, they snuck 6 up, but we ran away from 6. I mean, the play should have went.
What you always fear when a quarterback is playing both ways. Minor a little shaken up as he limps to the sidelines now. People compare him to Jake Abbott, who was a linebacker quarterback for the Polar Bears. 2nd down and 7. And back to pass is Whitehair. Runs to the far side, flag is down, sends it to the sidelines, and the pass is caught beautifully along the sidelines by Logan Canfield, but flags are thrown on the play, and then there's a flag thrown at the end of that play. So we have flags thrown before the pass, most likely holding, and then we have a flag thrown at the end of the play, and that could be a face mask against North Marion. We'll let the officials unravel.
That was a great catch.
It was. Logan Canfield made a Gavin Michael-like catch. Gavin caught one like that against University. Ooh. So we have 2 flags, both against the Polar Bears. And one was a block in the back, and the other is holding against the Polar Bears. So the more serious penalty is the holding because it happened before the pass was completed. So North takes that penalty, and it'll take the ball back to the 47-yard line in Husky territory.
Now this year they go from the line of scrimmage, right?
That's correct. It's a line of scrimmage penalty, not the spot of the foul. So it'll be 2nd down for the Polar Bears. About 17 to go. Need to get it down to the 31 for a 1st down. Wideouts to the near side. Michael and Canfield. Dinger and Johnson are wide left. And Whitehair is back to pass. Looking down the sidelines for Michael, and the pass is overthrown, incomplete. Gavin had a couple of steps on his defender, but the pass was about 3 steps ahead of him, and it falls incomplete. It's 3rd and 17.
Yeah, North brought some pressure this time off our left side. And yeah, Gavin was about 2 steps away from having another big catch.
And it was the same spot he made the 38-yard reception right along the near sidelines. So the Polar Bears now have another 3rd and long. They converted the last one. Now it's 3rd down, about 17 to go from the 47-yard line in Husky territory. Fairmont 7, North nothing. About 2:57 to go in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, we need to get about half of this because we're going to go for it on 4th.
Whitehair back to pass. Steps up, fires downfield for Cannon Dinger. Dinger reaches up. He's got it! It's a Polar Bear 1st down inside the 5-yard line. Another unbelievable Cannon Dinger catch.
Jeff, all that young man does is make plays. Protection was good. North brought some heat again off our left side. And Brody laid it up there, and Cameron made one heck of a catch. I mean, this kid's a baller.
That's just typical Cannon Dinger. And I think he likes those catches better than the routine ones. 1st down goal from the 4-yard line, right up the middle. And the ball is taken into the end zone. That's a Polar Bear touchdown.
I see a flag here on the 5.
Flag on the play. Back at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if we were set.
Officials stop the clock, which shows 2:34 to go.
Yep.
And it is a false start penalty coming up against the Polar Bears. So 1st and goal from the 4 becomes 1st and goal from the 9. That's the 3rd penalty against the Polar Bears tonight. And the clock will turn down to 2:29 to go. Polar Bears up 7-0 with the ball at the Husky 9-yard line. Whitehair has hours behind him, and again, we have movement at the line of scrimmage. Polar Bears got a quick start on that. And another 5-yarder.
That's inexcusable. I mean, you got to keep the ball.
One of the things I've heard coaches say probably more than anything else, how do you ever jump off sides if you're watching the ball? So now it's going to be first and goal from the 14-yard line. Just a little more room to pass now for the Polar Bears. Hours goes in motion and swings the ball over to Hours. He catches it at the 15, and he heads to the sidelines and runs out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. So he'll get a little positive gain, about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play, and it'll be second down and goal to go. Set it down at the 10, call it a 4-yard pass play. Brody Whitehair has thrown for 155 yards tonight, 1 touchdown. Second and goal from the 10-yard line. Now the ball's on the far side of the field, the far left hash marks. Fairmont moves towards the little scoreboard end of the stadium with 3 receivers to the wide side now. Hours to the left, Whitehair to pass, chased out of the pocket, running this way. He has room in front of him. He's inside the 10, he's inside the 5. He dives to the goal line, and he's down at the 1.
Nice.
Whitehair was trying to elude pressure, and as he looked ahead of him, he saw nothing but turf, and he ran all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, he put his head down. I mean,
so let's see where they've marked the football. It's going to be just outside the 1-yard line.
Snuck Dylan at quarterback.
Dylan Hours running the ball at the quarterback spot, and he takes it into the end zone. That's a Polar Bear touchdown. Dylan Hours scores the Polar Bear TD. 1:12 to go in the first quarter. It's Fairmont 13, North Marion nothing.
You know, it always scares me, a team that is in the shotgun all the time. When we go under center, I kind of hold my breath because, you know, that center quarterback exchange is the most important.
And the most devastating place to cough the ball up when you think you're just about ready to score.
Yes, sir.
Here is Special to kick the extra point out of the Canfield hold. It is up, it is good. 1:12 to go, first quarter from East West Stadium. It's the Polar Bears 14, North Marion nothing on Fun 93.1.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99. Or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
The last few North Marion and Fairmont senior matchups, the Polar Bears have had slow starts. Tonight's not that case, though. The Polar Bears have a 14-0 lead, and we still have 1:12 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if, you know, does this put North in a pressure situation, or can they still stay calm and stay the course?
Special's kick is end over end, and it's taken at the 11-yard line by a big hit on Martin, and he goes down short of the 20-yard line. Brock Martin returned it, and Jordan Wagner on a big tackle for the Polar Bears.
Our kickoff team and punt team's been doing that all year. They've been making big plays and highlight hits.
You know, last season they had the benefit of having a kicker like Nate Flower, and you rarely had to play kickoff return coverage because he put the ball in the end zone. Yeah. This year they haven't had that, but they haven't missed a beat because they're playing very well on the coverage. In fact, now North starts inside its 20 at the 17. 1:05 on the clock. Casey Minor back in the game now.
Yeah, let's see if they go to find him somewhere.
Mullet is the running back beside him, a little guy, but he's a good runner for the Huskies. In motion comes Aaron Hoffman, and Hoffman gets the handoff. There's a hole for him up the middle, and he takes it over the 20, up to about the 22-yard line. Hit and brought down there by the Polar Bears' Dakota Nisley.
Yeah, that was a nice little run play.
He'll get 5, so it's second down and 5 for North Marion.
Yeah, he's a hard runner. I mean, Dakota made a tackle, but he took the blunt of it.
That's the first positive running play that North Marion has had. Now it's 2nd down, 5 from the 22-yard line. Hoffman out of the shotgun, keeps it, and he gets the first down and more out over the 30 up to the 31-yard line. Looked like it might have been a busted play, but then he kept the football and took it up the middle.
Yeah, that's the thing about a running quarterback, and he's a good-sized kid. You just don't account for him.
So he gets 10 yards on that carry, and the Huskies get their second first down of the night and have the ball at their own 31 with 10 seconds to go in the first quarter, trailing the Polar Bears 14-0. 1st and 10 for Miner, and he hands it to Hoffman off the right side. Hoffman with a big hole out over the 40, up to the 45, and Johnson and Canfield bring him down there, and it's a good thing, or he would have been gone. Yeah. The first quarter has come to an end from East West Stadium in Fairmont. It's the Fairmont Polar Bears 14, the North Marion Huskies nothing on Fun 93.1.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
North Marion has the football as we start the second quarter, looking at a 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Casey Miner in a rejuvenated North offense. Back to pass, getting some pressure. Far side, the pass is caught by Brock Martin at the 46. Takes it inside the 45 and down to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, they just threw a hitch route to him. Looks like we might have a holding penalty against North.
Flag thrown in the Husky backfield, and it is holding called against North Marion. So that will take the ball back to the 36 and make it 1st and 20. First big penalty called against North Marion tonight. So it's going to be 1st down, 20 yards to go at the Husky 36. Fairmont Senior with a 14-0 lead. Spread out the formation with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Miner is back to pass. Getting pressure. He's hit. He sends it downfield. Is it caught along the sidelines? The officials rule it as a catch at the 46-yard line by Landon Fry. Nice catch, 10-yard gain.
We finally got some pressure. Almost had him. I tell you what, I think we need to play Landon a little tighter because he can strike up the band here real quick.
He's a big-time receiver for the Huskies. And it's 2nd down and 10 now from the 46. Miner has Hoffman beside him, and he hands him the ball, and he has a big hole inside the 50, down to the 45, the 40, down the sidelines at the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, hit along the sideline, stays in bounds, takes it into the end zone for the Husky touchdown. Aaron Hoffman takes it in from 54 yards out, and the Huskies trail the Polar Bears 14-6.
Hey, they responded. Down 14, you don't know what they're going to, how they're going to respond. Well, they came back and put a nice drive together and scored. We got us a ball game, gentlemen.
Hoffman showing his speed along the sidelines. And an extra point attempt coming from left to right. Kicker is Brady Anderson. Martin, the holder. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And we have timeout with 11:04 to go. Second quarter. Fairmont Senior 14, North Marion 7 on Fun 93.1.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Some big plays have highlighted this game tonight. The Polar Bears with a 1-touchdown lead. Now Fairmont Senior gets the ball back, but the Huskies have just cut the lead in half now. It's 14-7. Martin is going to kick off. Michael and Wilson also back for the Polar Bears. The last time, Martin just kicked a little short one. And he does the same thing, and it is caught nicely at about the 47-yard line. And that's Tavion Thornton who catches it. And the Polar Bears have great field position at their own 47.
Perfect field position.
It's been the advantage the Polar Bears have had tonight. They've really only had to go half of a field.
Yeah, you could have kicked it out of bounds and got a ball in the 45.
So
gain 2 yards.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Polar Bears. It's been the Fairmont passing game and more recently the Husky running game going at one another tonight. Bracero in as an H-back, blocking back for the Polar Bears now on this play, which goes to Dylan Hours off the right side, the 50 down to the 45, and then backs down to about the 40-yard line, and a Polar Bear first down. It'll be a 12-yard gain.
Good run, good blocking up front. You know, the OL stayed under doubles to the second level.
Ball set down at the 39 in Husky territory. First down 10, same formation for the Polar Bears this time. And Hours gets it again. Dylan gets wide to the right side. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. Jumps over a defender, and the ball pops loose. And the official says he was down. And we do not have video review here, so the play call will stand. And the line of scrimmage will be the 28-yard line, an 11-yard Dylan Hours run. So after passing the ball successfully in the first quarter, the Polar Bears come out with 2 running plays for first downs. And now go first down and 10. Damani Johnson has replaced Hours, and Damani gets the handoff, tries to skirt his way to the outside. He's at the 25, cuts inside a block at the 15, down to the 10, and inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line. First down run by Damani Johnson of 19 yards.
That was a nice run, nice stock block out on the edge by Dinger. I'd have felt a whole lot happier if he'd put the ball in his outside hand.
Oh, you sound like a coach. First down goal to go for the Polar Bears now from the 9-yard line. And there's Damani Johnson running wide to the left side. Cuts inside the 10, down to the 5, and close to the 1-yard line. You got really a difference from Damani and Dylan, the way they run the ball.
Yeah.
And it's a good complement to one another.
I tell you what, I really like number 8.
Ball's at the 2. When you may say number 8, you're talking about Damani Johnson.
Oh, yes, sir. Okay.
And that's a 7-yard gain. Polar Bears second down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Oh, here we go. We snuck Dylan in there again.
Dylan Hours in at the quarterback, runs it right up the middle, and he takes the ball down to the goal line, and he's into the end zone. It's up, Polar Bear touchdown. A 2-yard run for Dylan Hours, and the Polar Bears answer quickly and take a 20-7 lead.
Couldn't have scripted it any better than this.
Hours scores his second touchdown of the night. They've been on identical quarterback sneaks from the 2-yard line. Cam Peschel ready to attempt the extra point. Logan Canfield to hold, Bigelow to snap, the ball down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout, 9:14 to go, second quarter. Fairmont Senior 21, North Marion 7 on Fun 93.1.
1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
Bottom of the board.
A shootout at the stadium tonight. The Polar Bears 21, North Marion 7 early in the second quarter. And Polar Bears ready to kick off. Peschel will kick. From the center of the field at the 40, kicking from right to left, end over end, and it drives Martin back to his 9-yard line. Comes up to the 10, the 15, up to the 20. He's hit and brought down at about the 25-yard line. Brock Martin on the kickoff return. Huskies go 1st and 10 from their own 25. 9 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Great coverage. Great coverage on the kickoff team. Now let's see how North responds.
Yeah, we've seen a game of responses now. North, after falling down by 2 touchdowns, responded well. And then the Polar Bears, after seeing North go right down the field and scored, did the same thing, except the Polar Bears went to the running game and did it effectively.
Yeah, this is a big series for North.
Ball at the 25. First down 10. Martin wide to the left side. Fry wide right for Casey Minor and the Huskies. Mullet gets the handoff. Mullet takes it out over the 25, up close to the 30-yard line, and he's hit and brought down by Dakota Nisley there. But he'll get about 5 yards.
Yeah, that's the same run play they ran for a touchdown a few moments ago.
They set it back now to the 29, so it's a gain of 4 yards. It's second down and 6. At the 29 on the right hash marks. North runs from left to right. Minor slaps his hands together and then hands it off to Mullet again. Mullet bounces it to the outside, gets the first down, and almost broke it for big yardage. Takes it up to the 44-yard line, a 15-yard gain, and a North Marion first down.
Yeah, North's line's doing a nice job again, working the doubles to the second level. And the running back's got good vision.
1st and 10 Huskies, 8:18 to go, turning clock, second quarter. And North Marion sends 2 receivers to the left side. And Polar Bears jump off sides. Trevor Bigelow jumping. That'll make it 1st and 5.
Gotta keep the ball.
Gives North the chance to maybe try to throw one down the field on a 1st and 5 from their own 49-yard line. Casey Minor at quarterback, and now he's just going to keep it. Runs it off the left side, hit, and then breaks free. To the left, has the first down as he takes it inside the 50-yard line down to about the 45, and it's going to be a gain of 6 and a North Marion first down.
That was a nice hard run. Again, it's hard to account for the quarterback in the run game.
As a runner this season, Casey Minor has carried the ball 30 times for just about 200 yards. First down 10, 7:20, second quarter. Polar Bears on top 21-7. Minor back to pass over the middle. The pass is ruled incomplete at the 37-yard line. Landon Fry was the intended receiver. We had to wait because it looked as though it might have been trapped, and the officials did signal that. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Huskies.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often with number 13. Good for us.
So now, second down play. Ball at the Fairmont 45. 3 receivers to the right side for Casey Minor, their senior quarterback. And there's a mix-up in the backfield, and Mullet is going down. Nice stop by the Polar Bears. Trevor Bigelow was there, along with Taryn Boda. Big loss back to the 50.
I think Bardick had a stealer call done on that, and Trevor took an inside lane.
So Mullet dropped for a 4-yard loss. Now it's going to be 3rd and 14 from midfield. The Huskies trail 21-7. 6:35 to go in the second quarter. The second quarter has been a running quarter. The running game has been the key for both teams. 3rd and long now, though. See how North decides to go. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the near side, and Minor's back to pass. He sends it down the sidelines, and the pass is going to be caught beautifully at the 15-yard line. A beautiful catch made by Brock Martin, defended by Dylan Hours, but he made a really nice catch, and it's a North Marion first down inside the 10.
Yeah, that's a big play. They had pass protection, and Dylan just got about a yard behind him, and got in that trail position, and couldn't make the play.
40-yard pass play. And now the Huskies are in business. First down and goal to go from the 5-yard line. Minor has Hoffman to his left. First down and goal. And the Huskies appear to have jumped off sides this time. And it is a false start. Same thing happened to the Polar Bears in this very same spot.
Yeah, you know. These young guys are anxious.
You want to get that block, and he tried to get it before the ball was snapped. So a 5-yard penalty, first down, goal to go now from the 10. Minor has Fry as a wide out to the right. Hoffman is the running back to his right. And it's the fake to Hoffman and the pass into the end zone for Fry. It is bobbled and caught beautifully for the North Marion touchdown. Landon Fry, fully extended, reached his arm out, got his hand on it, bobbled it, caught it, touchdown North Marion, a 10-yard TD pass.
Yeah, coverage is there. The young man made one heck of a play.
So now the extra point attempt will go from left to right. Kicker, Brady Anderson. Holder, Brock Martin. Ball down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 5:23 to go, second quarter from East West Stadium. It's Fairmont Senior 21, North Marion 14 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Frankfurt, Mountain Ridge Miners, 7 apiece in the second. Herbert Hoover 14, Jacksonville 3 in the second. And Lincoln leads Lewis County.
If you expected a defensive battle tonight, you're not getting it. The Polar Bears lead 21-14 here in the second quarter, and North Marion now needs to kick off, and the Polar Bears need to answer because North will get the football to start the second half.
Let's see if he kicks a little deeper pooch this time.
A little pooch, nope. And Tavion Horton can't catch it. And let's see if North Marion gets it.
And North has it, I think.
And they say they haven't signaled yet. It looks like they were going to say, now they say it's North Marion's ball. Polar Bears practiced that short kick yesterday. That was just a little pooch. but Tavion Thornton, who had caught the other two, couldn't hang on to this one, and the ball is North Marion's at the Fairmont 49-yard line. So you live and die by that play.
Yeah.
The Huskies have given the Polar Bears great field position on the 2 times it didn't work, but this time it did, and now North has a chance to tie this game.
Yeah, well, Mo's just jumped over here to the right visitor sideline. Let's see how the Bears do.
They spread out the formation now, and no running backs are in the backfield. The ball is at the 49, 5:23 to go in the half. Fairmont by a touchdown. Minor is back to pass, pumps once now. Throws off his back foot downfield, and the pass is broken up by Gavin Michael. And now a flag is thrown. It's going to be interference called against Michael and the Polar Bears.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, you take a look at the replay, which we have the ability to do tonight. Both players going up for the ball, and they did call interference. I think what prompted it was because Michael was a little out of position when the ball was thrown, but he recovered and went up straight with the receiver. But he draws the penalty, and it's 1st and 10 for the Huskies at the Polar Bear 34-yard line. So Casey Minor going 1st and 10 now. Hands it off to Hoffman. Big hole up the middle. Hoffman takes it inside the 30, down to the 25, and finally tripped up by Boda inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line. It's going to be a 15-yard gain for the Huskies.
Yeah, we got too many missed tackles here at the second level. 1, 2.
First down 10, North at the Polar Bear 20. There is Hoffman again, running wide to the right side. Cuts it up, and he's upended close to the 10-yard line. It's going to be a big gain, though, on first down. Going to be close to the first down.
Yeah, we're definitely giving up too many running yards here.
They look to the sidelines. They have not signaled first down. And now they have decided to call it a first down. They don't really measure anymore. Measuring a first down is like a lost art. And that's a 10-yard gain for Hoffman. He already has 96 rushing yards tonight for North Marion. First down, goal to go from the 10. Hoffman claps his hands. Now he's going to run with it. Takes it inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. Grabbed there by Logan Canfield. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and goal. Ball is at the 7-yard line.
I think we're going to see a little bit more of a quarterback run here.
2nd and goal. Minor is a good runner. He's a big guy for a quarterback. 2nd down play. Hands it off. It's taken by Hoffman, and Hoffman is grabbed by Bigelow, and he has no gain on the play.
Nice job by Bigelow. He held the edge.
And you can certainly see the difference when the edge is held, and Hoffman goes down for no gain on the play. Game clock's down to 3:14, and North Marion would love to just milk it as much as it could, even though it's now 3rd down and goal. They don't want to leave any time if they can score.
Hoffman's over here on the sidelines. He lost his shoe.
He's replaced by Mullet. Minor, 3rd down goal from the 6-yard line. Minor hands it off to Mullet. Mullet trying to get outside. He's grabbed at the 6, and he's brought down there. Canfield had him first, held him up until help came, and he's brought down, no gain on the play, and it brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, that was a nice play by the Polar Bears there.
Trevor Mullet stopped. So now North Marion looking at a 4th down and goal from the 6-yard line. They'll go for it here. Minor has Mullet in the backfield beside him. Long count. Play clock down to 5, and now North Marion will call a timeout. Timeout Huskies, 2:06 to go. First half from East West Stadium. The score, Fairmont Senior 21, North Marion 14 on Fun 93.1.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
North Marion uses its next to last timeout to figure out exactly how it wants to approach a 4th and goal from just outside the 5-yard line. The ball is on the near hash marks as the Huskies move from left to right. They've been effective running the ball until they got down here close. If you look for a receiver, Landon Fry would be the one you look for if they throw it.
You can't get a first down, you have to score, so I'll be looking for a pass here.
4th and goal from the 5-yard line. Very big play in this game. Bears lead by a touchdown. Casey Minor. Play action. Looks, sends it over the middle. The pass is caught, but is he out of the end zone? He is. He's out of the end zone, and the Polar Bears take over on downs. Brock Martin actually caught the ball, but his feet came down out of bounds.
Yeah, we dodged the bullet there, Jeff.
Good pressure by Bigelow on the quarterback, who had to throw it a little bit off his back foot, threw it high, and Martin couldn't catch it in bounds. So the Polar Bears have the ball. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and the Polar Bears lead 21-14. Fairmont has all of its timeouts left. North Marion has one. Whitehair in the backfield at quarterback for the Polar Bears. Dylan Hours to his right on this first down play. Polar Bears ran the ball successfully on their last touchdown drive, didn't throw one pass, but now Whitehair is back to throw in the end zone, running out of pressure, sends it downfield, and the pass is incomplete. Caught along the sidelines by the Polar Bears offensive coordinator, Mark Sampson. It was intended for Cannon Dinger, and now it's 2nd down and 10.
You know, it's pretty dangerous down here trying to throw coming out of your end zone.
Yeah, this is one of those situations. You've got 1:51 to go. If you continue to throw it and don't get it, you're going to have to punt the ball back to North. So do you want to maybe try to run it here, see if you can be successful, and take time off?
You got North down to 1 timeout. You know, you need to run the ball.
So now it's 2nd down and 10 from the 5-yard line. Whitehair sends Dinger in motion from left to right. Whitehair gives it to Dylan Hours. Hours hit at the line of scrimmage, gets up to the 5, still runs, cuts out over the 10 up to about the 12-yard line. Good run by Dylan Hours, because he could have been stopped for no gain on the play, but he kept going, and he'll get about 7 yards. It'll be actually give him a gain of 8, make it 3rd down and 2. Dylan's gained 40 yards tonight on 9 carries. Clock down to 1:19 to go. 3rd down and 2 for the Polar Bears. Johnson has replaced Hours in the backfield for the Polar Bears. Line of scrimmage is the 13-yard line. The Bears need to get it to the 15 for a first down. Milking the play clock now. And now the Polar Bears will call a timeout with 1 second on the play clock. Timeout Fairmont Senior. 1:02 to go until halftime. It's the Polar Bears 21, North Marion 14 on Fun 93.1.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Final score, Woodrow Wilson 50, Preston County 13.
The Polar Bears have the football deep in their own territory at the 13-yard line. 3rd down 2 with 1:02 to go in the first half. North Marion has 1 timeout left. If they stop the Polar Bears here, they will use that timeout. Fairmont has Hours in the backfield behind Whitehair. You would guess that Dillon would be called on in this situation on a 3rd down and 2. Whitehair gives it to Hours. Hours off the right side, breaks into the clear, and he gets the first down and more. Out of the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50, down along the sidelines and run out of bounds.
Nice. That was a flag here.
Flag comes out at the end of the play.
That was a big run by number 5.
Took it down to the north 41-yard line. That's a 46-yard run.
Yep. Line came off, stayed on their doubles, got second level. And the rest was all 5.
Face mask is the call. It'll go against North Marion.
Now take your shots, Jeff.
That'll give the Polar Bears an extra 5 yards. That's not a personal foul, face mask, but now with 51 seconds to go, the Polar Bears go 1st down and 10 from the North Marion 36-yard line.
With 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts left. See now, the Polar Bears go back to the passing game, which was very effective in the first quarter. The Polar Bears haven't used it much here in the second. Whitehair gives it to Damani Johnson off the right side. Bumped at the line of scrimmage, takes it inside the 35 down to the 32. Clock continues to turn, and now timeout is called.
That was, it was a nice run by 8, but that was the first time I didn't see him run aggressive as he usually does run. Usually he's a downhill Jesse, but he kind of tiptoed through the hole that time.
Got 4 yards. In normal circumstances, you'd think, okay, that's a nice gain, but the Polar Bears have 41 seconds to go, and they have it at the North Marion 32. And the Polar Bears have just 1 timeout left. So Damani Johnson has 30 yards rushing on 3 carries tonight. Dylan Hours has 86 rushing yards on 10 carries. The Polar Bears led 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Touchdowns in the first quarter scored by Damani Johnson and Dylan Hours. Johnson scored on a 52-yard pass play. Hours scored on a 2-yard quarterback sneak. And then Hours added another quarterback sneak here in the second quarter. North Marion cut it in half, a 14-0 lead in half when Hoffman broke free for a 56-yard run, and then Landon Fry cut a 10-yard pass to make it 21-14. Polar Bears on top, looking at a 2nd and 6 from the North 32-yard line.
Boy, a touchdown would go a long way here, Jeff, especially with North getting the second half kickoff.
Hours back in the lineup, 2nd down play. Whitehair back to pass, getting pressure, steps up in the pocket, runs to the far side of the field, heads to the sidelines, and runs out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Stops the clock, but the Polar Bears are looking at a 3rd down play and about 5 to go. He'll get about a yard on the play.
That's good play by Brody.
They were sending pressure on Whitehair because as soon as he dropped back into the pocket, he was getting pressure, so he stepped up, angled to the far side of the field, and got out of bounds.
Yeah. That's the best thing for him.
They're down 5. Ball at the North 31-yard line. 34 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. And Whitehair back to pass. Lofts one downfield. It is caught by Dinger. He takes it into the end zone. It's a Polar Bear touchdown.
That was big, Jeff.
Cannon Dinger catches a 31-yard TD pass from Brody Whitehair. And the Polar Bears lead it 27-14.
Big. Big.
So Pescia will attempt the extra point now. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Canfield to hold, Bigelow to snap. Ball down, kick up, and the kick is good. Nice. Timeout, 20 seconds to go until halftime. It's the Polar Bears 28, North Marion 14 on Fun 93.1.
1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
So now Fairmont can forget about that onside kick that North had, and it recovered. The Huskies couldn't score. The Polar Bears take it all the way back 95-yard touchdown drive and take a 2-touchdown lead with 28 seconds to go in the first half. Peschel to kick off for Fairmont Senior.
That's twice our defense has held them down inside the 10 tonight.
Hoffman and Martin back to return. Peschel gets a nice high kick off, and Hoffman goes back and gets it at the 8. Coming to the near side, he's up to the 10, the 15, the 20, and he's going to be brought down at about the 27-yard line. Gavin Michael in on the tackle for the Polar Bears, and it's first down and 10 for North with 19 seconds to go in the first half.
I tell you what, Jason Walker did a nice job there. He held the edge and held up the returner, you know.
Hoffman loves that edge too.
You always, if you're an edge player, you want to hold that edge. You want to force everything back into your buddies, and that's exactly what he did.
Now first and 10, North Marion at its own 27-yard line. The Huskies get the ball to start the second half, but they trail now by 2 touchdowns, 28-14, and they send 3 receivers to the left side.
You know,
North has no timeouts left. And Hoffman juggles the snap from center, hands it off, and Arbogast makes the tackle. No gain on the play. Well, gain of a couple.
Yeah,
but that's going to be the final play of the first half.
That snap screwed up the timing.
So the first half is in the books from East West Stadium in Fairmont. It's a good one, a Big Ten battle of 2 top-ranked AA schools. The score at the half is Fairmont Senior 28, the North Marion Huskies 14. Halftime report coming up next on Fun 93.1.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
It's halftime at East West Stadium in Fairmont. It's a good one here, the Polar Bears and the North Marion Huskies. JL, you picked just the right time to show up. This has turned out to be a really entertaining first half.
Yeah, both offenses definitely showed up to play. North Marion's definitely established a run game. It'll be interesting how the second half goes. I mean, the last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second half are the most important 8 minutes of the game. So if we can come out here and get a 3 and out, if we can get up one more score, we're going to take North out of that run game because they ain't got time to run the ball. But just up 14, we still got to make adjustments. We got to make sure our run keys are better. And it's a nice game.
It is, and I think both coaches would go into the locker room at halftime thinking, okay, we've done one of the things we want to do because we've balanced out our offense. Both teams have shown the ability to run and pass. The Polar Bears have been a little pass heavy, but the Huskies have been a little run heavy. But it all has evened out to a pretty successful first half for both teams on offense.
Yeah, we're up 14, but our defense held them on 2 possessions down inside the 10-5. Good. I mean, we're 2 plays from a tie game, really. So, like I said, the first 4 minutes of the second half is going to be very crucial on how this is going to go.
And certainly if you are North Marion right now and the North Marion coaches, you know that. You know it's a 2-touchdown game, and there's so much difference because it was a 2-touchdown game at the end of the first quarter. And we saw how quickly that changed, and the momentum changed as well. North wants to do exactly that when it starts the third quarter.
Yeah. Well, North's going to make some adjustments. Mark Yoho, their offensive coordinator, he was up in the, this first game I've been to, the North game. Mark's been up here in the box, just down past the hallway from us. So Mark's finally getting able to see his players face to face and verbally himself make changes and adjustments. So I think North's going to come out and throw another wrinkle at us. You go back the last 3 or 4 years. This game's been tight, and I really don't know if there's really been a blowout since.
No, we haven't had a blowout for a while, and in fact, last year it looked like it was North Marion's game until the Polar Bears came back and sent it into overtime and then eventually won the game with the extra point. But these games have been tight. Fairmont has a 19-game winning streak in this series. You were part of that streak.
Hey, I was here when they started, yeah.
And when you take a look at this series, Fairmont has won 19 in a row, but the Polar Bears only have the edge 27-18 overall. So what does that tell you? Is that North Marion dominated at one point as well. In fact, the Huskies had a string of 8 straight wins over Fairmont Senior. So while this has been a great rivalry, it has been dominated for several seasons by one team or the other. But the last few years, the games have been closer. When you take a look at last year, the Polar Bears won it 20-19. The year before, Fairmont won it 20-14. And the year before that, the score is not indicative of the game. The Polar Bears won 41-21, but I believe actually trailed at halftime in that game. So it's been the kind of a series recently that leads to rivalries. And prior to that, there were some lopsided games. In fact, the Polar Bears won 62-14 over North Marion back in 2013. But if you go back far enough, you can also see, and I remember it well, when North Marion beat Fairmont Senior 60-0 back in 1997 on this field.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think you might remember that one. That was during a time when the Polar Bears were down a little, and North Marion was in its state championship era there, the second state championship era, the 96-97 football seasons. The Huskies were state champions in 1980 and 81, runners-up in 82. For many Fairmont fans who look at North's recent history and think this is a team that's just now becoming a good football team, they started out as a state power in just their second year of existence.
Yeah, now they've, I first got into high school coaching here in the state. They're one of the best teams in the state, especially back then, being AAA, and that 97 was it 60-7, 60-0, 60-7. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's
a few years later down the road when we started. They can think that's where that when we came down a few years later, started hanging it on them.
Those games
As
were a lot
coaches
more
never
fun.
forget.
No, and you look forward to the opportunity of maybe getting redemption, and of course Fairmont Senior has done that, and even more with the way they've put together a string of wins. When you take a look at this winning streak for the Polar Bears, no player on either team has been living when the Huskies have won in this series.
Well,
So-
I just got to looking in the last couple of minutes of the second quarter there, and no current Polar Bear coach was here when that streak of 19 started.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I hadn't thought about that one.
Yeah, there isn't a coach. There isn't a coach over there that was part of the staff, or part of the program in 04 when we started the winning streak.
That's when Gary White was coaching North Marion. Darren Hayes didn't start during that time. He started 15 years ago. This is his 15th season, and he has successfully now, I think, has brought North Marion's football program back to not just respectability, which at one point that's all they were looking for, but now they've turned into a legitimate state contender for postseason.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Darren's been there that long, but yeah, I mean, he has. When he took over the program, the cupboard was bare, and
yeah, they went a couple of years without even winning a game.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the things we have to remember when we think about football games in older times, Fairmont and North Marion were both AAA, and so they were playing the bigger schools all the time. They were playing Morgantown, they were playing University, and they were playing schools that were bigger in those days on a regular basis and were in the same conference with those schools. So things are a little different now, but both programs have elevated themselves beyond where they were at that point, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with North Marion tonight. You look at who they've played, and even though they've 4-0, they've won they've beat the teams the way they should have been beaten. I know Lincoln score maybe a little indicative, 34 to 10 or 14, whatever the score was. People might think that was close, but they've dominated everybody they've played. So
that was one thing you were thinking about with this Fairmont matchup tonight. This is going to be the first time they've been in a game like this.
Well, yeah, for North. Yeah.
Yes, for North.
The Bridgeport game for us a couple weeks ago. Our guys finally got to play 4 quarters.
And last week, same thing.
Yeah.
Fairmont is well prepared for a tough matchup. We wondered how prepared North Marion would be, but the Huskies have responded well. I mean, the game is a 28-14 Fairmont lead at the half. When we come back, we're going to check the first half stats and what's going on around the state as the halftime show continues. From East West Stadium with the score, the Fairmont Polar Bears 28, the North Marion Huskies 14 on Fun 93.1. How long is this break? Thank you. What do I have coming up? Got it. Okay. Another batch of spots after this. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Okay, good. It's halftime at East West Stadium in Fairmont. The Polar Bear Band on the field for its halftime show. We're up in the press box watching things down on the field, and let's pick up some of the music of the Polar Bear Band here at halftime. That's music from the Fairmont Senior Polar Bear Band, John Schneider, the director. And we're at halftime at East West Stadium in Fairmont. In case you're wondering, this strange voice on the radio with me tonight, former Polar Bear head coach J.L. Abbott with me, and he shares something in common with Ray Frazier, who is not here tonight. The fact that both of them had sons who played for the Mountaineers, and both of them traveled to Texas to watch their sons in action. And so I know you sit here remembering those days when you were following Jake.
Yeah, I was telling you earlier, my wife and I made the same trip in 2019 to Fort Worth to watch the TCU game, and we got a win. We won that night in the rain. In fact, it was on Black Friday, and got a great win down there at TCU, and went to the stockyards afterward, and probably had the best steak I ever ate in my life.
The day got even better.
Yeah, the night got even better. But that was the same night we played Bluefield here in the state semis.
Yeah, following those sons sometimes will trump the high school. And, that's what Ray is doing. And when Ray called me to tell me he had decided rather late to go to Texas, he was very apologetic. Like, I really hate to miss. I'm sorry about this, but certainly getting the chance to go watch Zach play in that kind of a setting is a big deal for him, and I'm glad he got the chance to go.
Yeah, I've known Ray for over 30 years. Yeah, he's very apologetic, but it was a no-brainer. They were going to go and go cheer on their sons last year at WU. Next year he's going to be in the pros. So, but at least those games are on Sunday.
Yeah, it's got to be neat for you because you were here and part of the resurgence of Polar Bear football back in the mid-2000s, and you took over a team that made it to the playoffs in 2006, I believe, and that was kind of the beginning of postseason for the Polar Bears again that year. I remember it well, and I remember the playoff game. We got beaten pretty soundly over in the Panhandle.
That was 2005 at Jefferson.
Yeah. That's right. And it was just the beginning of things. Yeah. And during that time, what a period of time to have been involved with Polar Bear football, because you've seen so many outstanding athletes. Some have gone on to bigger and better things, and some haven't really, but they made quite their mark on the high school field.
Yeah, we had some dogs back then, and Kyle Aller, Ben Kettering, Adam D'Amico, Drew Redden, Jerry Kelly, little Steve Merrifield, but Joey Boniuto. Those guys. 2006, we made it to the state semis and got whacked over there by Martinsburg, but we were out of gas by the time we made it to the semis. We were beat up pretty good. I think the high point of that season was probably that big win down there at Nitro. I don't think don't think anybody gave us a shot that day. And
a Saturday afternoon game in Nitro. I remember that one well.
Yeah. Polar Bears love to play Saturday afternoon on the road.
Yes, I remember it well. Some great moments from your days as the coach at Fairmont Senior, and because you're at the school, you're not the coach anymore, but you're still around all of these guys. You're around the coaches, you're around the players, so you really must feel still a part of the program.
Yeah, I get my fix. During the week. I got a bunch of these guys in class, and I miss games. But it was, I had to move on. So.
Well, we're glad you moved on up to the press box. So it's been good to have you with me tonight. And you have this is not the first time for you. We've done this before, so it's always good to have you.
It's been a couple of years, but yeah.
I think the last time we were together in the Preston press box, which was about maybe 4 feet wide.
It wasn't even big enough for me, and they stuck both of us in there.
Yeah, that was a good night. Let's check the first half stats, and you'll see this has been a very interesting game stat-wise. For Fairmont Senior, Polar Bears have run for 114 yards, North Marion 155. But the Polar Bears have completed 6 of 9 passes for 186 yards, 2 touchdowns. North Marion 6 of 8 for 89 yards and 1 touchdown. Total offense, Fairmont Senior 300 yards and North Marion 244. Both of those are big numbers for halftime. I mean, those are final numbers for a lot of teams, and we're just at the half. Leading rusher for the Huskies is Aaron Hoffman. He's almost up to 100 yards. He has 98 rushing yards in the first half. For the Polar Bears, Dylan Hours, 86 yards rushing on 10 carries. Touchdown scorers, Damani Johnson, a 52-yard catch. Dylan Hours, 2 2-yard runs. Cannon Dinger, that big 31-yard catch near the end of the first half. For North, Aaron Hoffman, a 56-yard run, and Landon Fry, a beautiful 10-yard touchdown reception. Score at the half, Fairmont 28, North Marion 14. Scores around the state coming up next here on Fun 93.1. Yep. Halftime is winding down here at the stadium in Fairmont. The Polar Bears with a 2-touchdown lead is 28-14. Let's check some scores around the state. There's always a score or two that surprises me, and that's the case in AAA tonight. At the half, Wheeling Park 6, Morgantown nothing. Wheeling Park is the team that University beat a couple of weeks ago. Preston lost to Woodrow Wilson 50-13 in the Buckwheat Festival game. Cabell Midland over Capital 43-0. And Bridgeport leading Brook 14-0 second quarter. University on top of Buchanan Upshur 21-7 in the second quarter. And the blowout of the night tonight, no question where it's going to be from. Down south, Spring Valley leading South Charleston 42-0 in the second quarter. Now let's get to the games that count for the Polar Bears in AA. Bluefield leads Independence 26-7 second quarter. Philip Barber on top of Berkeley Springs 14-0 second quarter. Scott leads Mingo 29-8 second quarter. Scott's rated number 4. Frankfort and Mountain Ridge tied 7-7 at halftime. Weir leads Kaiser 29-14 at the half. Herbert Hoover 28, Chapmanville 3, halftime. Lewis County beating Lincoln tonight 33-14 at the half. That would be a surprise, and that would be a help for the Polar Bears because that's a bonus point for Fairmont Senior. Elkins leading Grafton. This is a battle of two teams that may not win another game. Elkins 14, Grafton nothing at the half. Both teams are 0-5. RCB may be on the verge of winning its first game tonight against Oak Glen. It's 12-0 RCB second quarter.
Another bonus point.
And that takes care of the AA games. So the interesting one of that one was Wheeling Park leading Morgantown in AAA, and in AA, Lewis County leading Lincoln. The Cougars, were a highly rated team in AA until last week when they played North Marion, but Lincoln's schedule had been suspect up until that point. So they lost to North Marion, and now tonight they are on the wrong end of a game with Lewis County, but it still has the second half to go.
Yeah, just like here, Jeff, we're a long ways from this thing being over.
Yeah, and this game, a 28-14 lead, is not as comfortable as it might be some places because these teams we haven't had a punt tonight. These teams have just gone back and forth. Neither team has punted, and really, it's almost the situation. Well, North Marion did punt once. They did punt, and Dylan Hours returned it. But other than that, the Polar Bears haven't punted, and that first punt happened on, I believe, North Marion's first possession of the game. So Polar Bears will kick off to start the second half, and North Marion will be returning from left to right. Next week, for the Huskies, they'll be playing on the road against Elkins, and next week for the Polar Bears, it's a matchup with Morgantown here at the stadium. Peschel to kick off. Hoffman on the near side, Martin on the far side for the Huskies. Polar Bears, royal blue pants, jerseys, white helmets. Huskies, white pants, white jerseys, silver helmets, and black numbers. Peschel ready to kick off. Hey, I was reminded that Cam Peschel had the game-winning goal against Grafton on the soccer team just a few nights ago.
Nice, busy young man.
Yes, he is. A soccer player playing football for the first time this season. And he'll approach the ball from right to left, and the second half is underway. End-over-end kick, and it's going to be taken by Martin at the 15-yard line. Coming this way, gets up to the 20, gets over the 20 to the 25, hit along the sidelines, and goes out of bounds close to the 30-yard line.
North Marion's not hard to figure out special teams-wise. They return everything to their bench.
You're already scouting up here in the press box. You've got the special team scouting report. So the ball is at the 29. North Marion has had success throwing it early, running it later. We'll see what the Huskies decide to do as we start quarter number 3 from the 29 in Husky territory. First down and 10. Hand off to Hoffman. Hoffman trying to get out to the right, and he breaks a tackle and takes it out over the 35 to the 40, breaks another tackle and gets it up to near midfield.
That play should have never gained a yard. We had 3 missed tackles off the bat.
So from the 29 up to the 49, that turns out to be a 29-yard run for Hoffman, and it puts him over 100 yards rushing tonight at 127. And North Marion gets its 10th first down of the night near midfield, 1st and 10, trailing the Polar Bears 28-14. And a fake to Hoffman, the quarterback Minor on a keeper. He'll get it over the 50, just into Polar Bear territory. Brought down there by Caleb Arbogast. 1-yard gain.
Nice play by number 50, Arbogast.
Polar Bear front line. Bigelow, Richmond, and Arbogast. Bracero has been there at times at the nose guard position for the Polar Bears. 2nd and 9 from the 50. Minor gives it to Hoffman. Hoffman off the left side, Almost slipped the tackle from Canfield, but does go down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, both these backs from North Marion run hard.
7-yard gain for Hoffman. I remember when we saw him, I believe as a freshman, and he looked really good as a really young kid, and he has lived up to that, having an excellent senior season. He's averaging over 100 yards a game. 3rd and 2 now from the Polar Bear 43. Cocker goes in motion. There's the handoff to Hoffman trying to get outside, but he's hit. He's hit. Loss on the play. Back to the 45-yard line, and it will bring up a 4th down and 4 for the Huskies.
That's how you play it.
Number 2, Logan Canfield. 4th down, North Marion.
All right, we got our, we're going to make them punt here.
So they bring in the punter, Quentin Harbert, his 2nd punt of the night. Dylan Hours back to return for the Polar Bears. Be alert to anything, though, for North Marion. Good snap. Harbert punts it. Hours just says get away from it, and then it takes a north roll and rolls into the end zone, and the Polar Bears get it at the 20. That's one time when you were glad to see that roll have a lot of speed, because if it had slowed down and stopped, the Polar Bears would have had it deep in their own territory. So now the drive will start at the 20. 9:27 on the clock at the change of possession.
You know, we're still inside that first 4 minutes. It's a big possession for us.
Polar Bears break out of the huddle, and they send wideouts to the left. Dinger and Canfield. Cannon Dinger has had an outstanding night so far for the Polar Bears. Whitehair has Hours behind him, and Brody is back to pass. Sets up, launches one downfield, and the pass is caught by Jones! And he goes down along the sidelines, or it would have been a touchdown. But he has it at the 40-yard line in North Marion territory.
Is that ball tipped?
And they're bringing it back. Apparently they say he did not catch it.
Yeah, that ball's tipped.
And the official said it was not a completed pass. It sure looked like he caught it from here. So it's 2nd down and 10 for the Polar Bears. That was a perfectly thrown ball, too, by Brody Whitehair. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Handoff goes off the right side, and ball is carried out over the 20 up close to the 23-yard line by Hours.
Yeah, Fairmont Senior ran a counter play there with Hours.
Going to mark it down at about the 25, so it'll be a gain of 5 yards, make it 2nd down and 5 for the Polar Bears, or 3rd and 5 rather for the Polar Bears. Fairmont needs to get to the 30, and they have the ball at the 25. Big 3rd down play to try to keep this drive going. 8:44 on the clock, 3rd quarter. Fairmont 28, North Marion 14. Canfield wide to the near side. Johnson in the backfield, low snap, Whitehair controls, passes far side, caught by Gavin Michael, fighting for the 1st down yardage, and he gets it along the sidelines, just stretches out over the 30-yard line, and the Polar Bears have a 1st down at the 32. That kid knew where the 1st down marker was.
That was pure determination by Gavin. Big play there.
7-yard gain keeps the drive going for the Polar Bears. And it's 1st down and 10 at the Polar Bear 32-yard line. Canfield a wide out to the near side all by himself. Other receivers to the right. Wilson in the backfield behind the quarterback, and Chris Wilson gets the handoff, crashes into the line, and it's out over the 35, the 40, and up to the 41-yard line. Nice gain for Chris Wilson.
Yeah, he's running downhill. I mean, that was a nice run. You know, he made the hole bigger. I mean, it wasn't exactly he worked for it.
So now 2nd down and a yard to go from the 41-yard line. Clock turns inside 8 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Polar Bears lead by 2 touchdowns. Johnson, or Wilson rather, the running back, gets the handoff again. Coming this way, he'll get the 1st down as he takes it up to the 43-yard line. Then is closed in on and brought down after a gain of 2. 1st down, Polar Bears.
Yeah, Hoffman came up and reestablished the edge there and made a nice play. But, you know, the success we're having running the ball, we're getting ready to throw one.
So it's a first down play. The ball marked at the 43 in Fairmont territory. Canfield wide left, two receivers to the right. Dinger and Michael. And Whitehair back to pass to the far side of the field. The pass is caught by Michael at the 40-yard line and goes out of bounds, knocked out by Landon Fry, but it's a Polar Bear first down at the 39.
Good protection, good throw, good catch.
An 18-yard pass play. And the Polar Bears keep the drive going. 11 first downs for Fairmont. In North Marion territory now at the 39, leading the Huskies 28-14. Kamani Johnson in the game at the running back spot for the Polar Bears. Fairmont showing some depth at that spot because all three runners have looked good for the Polar Bears tonight. Whitehair gets a low snap, picks it up off the turf, lofting it downfield. The pass for Gavin Michael. He catches it, but he is out of bounds. Oh, they call him inbounds, and they call it a first down for the Polar Bears.
Big time play right there.
So Michael gets the catch along the sidelines, and it's going to be a Polar Bear first down at the 13-yard line.
He did his Randy Moss. He mossed him.
And the Polar Bears quickly come to the line of scrimmage, and Damani Johnson gets the ball. He's running wide to the left side and gets brought down at about the 8-yard line. Get about 5 yards on the play for the Polar Bears, and it'll be second down and 5.
You know, Dylan's out. I'm looking at him over on the sidelines. He looks like he's stretching.
Second down for the Polar Bears, about 5 yards to go from the 8-yard line. Quarterback Whitehair rolling to pass into the end zone, throws it out of bounds, incomplete, and it will be third down and 4 for the Polar Bears.
That's the best thing he could have done right there, just got rid of it.
Brody's had a great night. We've talked about the receivers. Well, we have to remember that somebody has to get them the ball.
Yes.
And Whitehair has done a great job of that tonight.
All right, Hours check back in.
Brody's thrown for 236 yards tonight. Third down. About 4 yards to go for the Polar Bears at the 8-yard line. Hours behind Whitehair. He gets the handoff, tries to get up the middle, and there's no place to go, and he's going to be dropped just inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, there just wasn't much room there.
Number 5, Hours, the ball carrier, brought down by number 53, Brandon Matheny.
It's going to be fourth down for Fairmont. And this is a situation, if you wanted to try a field goal, it would be a very important 3 points, making it 31-14 at this point in the game. But the Polar Bears not wanting to put that pressure on Cam Peschel just yet. They have 3 wideouts to the right side. It'll be fourth down and 5 from the 9-yard line. Whitehair back to pass. Getting pressure from behind. Now gets out of the pressure, runs this way, has to get rid of it, throws it in the end zone, and the pass is caught!
Oh.
It's a Polar Bear touchdown.
Nice.
Navon Jones catches it in the back of the end zone, and the Polar Bears score and lead it 34-14.
Yeah. Well, Whitehair did his best Favre impression. Broke a sack, and then that's a perfect throw.
Perfect throw and a great catch by Jones, who had defensive pressure, but managed to pull it in, and the Polar Bears get a big touchdown. Extra point attempt by Peschel is up, and it is good. 5:49 to go. Third quarter from East West Stadium in Fairmont. It's the Polar Bears 35, North Marion 14 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Illegally parked on somebody's property on 12th Street, you are going to be towed. Dark blue Jeep Compass, 66R579.
That touchdown pass thrown by the Polar Bears, Brody Whitehair, has significance because Whitehair has now tied Jared Ferguson for 5th place on the all-time Fairmont Senior list for touchdown passes. So Brody moving up that list, and there are more ahead for him to conquer. But
you know, we've had some quarterbacks when Ferguson's 5th.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Hey, this is let's see if this gets North out of this run-dominant offense here.
Peschel ready to kick off. End over end, a little shorter, and it is going to be caught at the 15-yard line by Martin. Martin comes to the near side. He's grabbed and brought down. Nice defensive play by Tavion Thornton, the senior playing football for the first time. Big defensive play on the kickoff return for the Huskies, stopping them at the 26-yard line where it will be 1st down and 10.
You're down 21. There's a total of 17 minutes left in this game. I mean, unless you can hit some home runs with the run game, you're going to have to get away from it.
They have hit a few home runs, and Aaron Hoffman has won a 54-yard touchdown run early in the game. But now it's 1st down and 10. And the thing is about North being forced to pass is not that bad because they're very successful throwing the ball too. Casey Minor fakes it to Hoffman. He wants to pass, getting some pressure now from the backside, running to the sidelines, throws on the run downfield, and the pass is caught at the 40-yard line. Caught by Higgins, and he has a North 1st down deep in, well, not deep in, but into Polar Bear territory at the 39.
Casey avoided the rush, extended the play.
7 for 9 passing. And he is now thrown for 124 yards tonight. 1st down, 10 from the Fairmont 39. There's the give in the backfield, and it's Hoffman who slips and goes down at about the 38. There's a flag on the play as Minor was hit. And we'll see if that might be a major one against the Polar Bears.
I think you might have a rough in the passer.
Personal foul against Fairmont Senior.
Personal foul called against the Polar Bears, so that's going to be a 1st down.
That was dumb.
15-yard penalty from the 39, or the 38 rather, down to the 23. So just like that, the Huskies are back in business. Polar Bears scored with 5:49 to go, and with 5:09 to go, North is already down at the Fairmont 23. 3 receivers to the left side. Minor wants to pass, chased out of the pocket, getting some pressure from behind. Now decides to throw on the run into the end zone, and the pass is caught for the Husky touchdown by Cowger. Landon Cowger catches it in the back of the end zone, and just like that, the Huskies have cut the margin to 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Anytime you got a quarterback that can extend plays, it takes a lot out of a DB to cover a guy for 4 or 5 seconds. But in that instance, our defender there just stopped his feet, and the guy got behind him.
Number 11, Brady Anderson. His holder, number 2, Brock Martin.
Anderson ready to kick the extra point. It is up and it is good. Timeout on the field with 4:49 to go in the 3rd quarter from East West Stadium. It's Fairmont Senior 35, North Marion 21 on Fun 93.1.
1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
can't get comfortable in this game tonight. The Polar Bears had a 3-touchdown lead, but it only lasted for less than a minute. And now North Marion will kick off to the Polar Bears. And remember, they had a successful pooch onside kick the last time. In fact, all of their kicks have been those short little pooch kicks, and the Polar Bears have some hands people up front now. There's a shorter kick that's going to be picked up at the 25-yard line, and the Polar Bears have it. There's Dylan Hours out over the 40, the 45, the 50, inside the 50, the 45, the 40. He's down to the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. Hit from behind and goes down inside the 15-yard line. No flags are down. Great kickoff return for Dylan Hours, and the Polar Bears are in business inside the Husky 15.
Yeah, North defender didn't stay in his lane.
Now you see why they were kicking them so short before, although that one wasn't a long kick, but it was longer than the others they had tried, and Hours burned them. 1st and 10 Polar Bears from the North 14. Fairmont leads 35-21. Whitehair has a running back behind him. Flag at the line of scrimmage. False start called against the Polar Bears.
False start. Fairmont Senior.
Fairmont's had more line of scrimmage penalties tonight than any game this season. Now it's going to be 1st down and 15. 3 years ago when the Polar Bears, or 2 years ago when the Polar Bears played here, they had 5 holding penalties in the first quarter. Whitehair back to pass, being chased out of the pocket, sends a pass downfield off balance, and it's incomplete.
Nice.
2nd and 15.
Best thing he could have done, burn it.
Brody's completed 8 of 16 passes tonight, 246 yards, 3 touchdowns. 2nd and 15 for the Polar Bears on the North 19-yard line. 4:29 to go in the 3rd quarter. Blocking back in the game for the Polar Bears is Canfield, and back to pass is Whitehair, getting pressure, runs to the sidelines, goes down the sidelines inside the 15, the 10, the 5. He's into the end zone. It's a Polar Bear touchdown. Brody Whitehair runs it in from 19 yards out, and the Polar Bears score again.
Yeah. Boy, he hit that corner and he was gone. But I tell you what, that number 21, Chris Wilson, for us, boy, he picked up the blocks there on a blitz, and he deserves a helmet sticker because he's going to be sore in the morning.
It was worth it, and Peschel will attempt the extra point for the Polar Bears now. Kick from right to left is no good, wide to the right. Timeout on the field with 4:19 to go, 3rd quarter. Fairmont Senior 21, North Marion 21 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Community members to care for their own community. Our next Healthcare First Responders Appreciation Night will be here at East West Stadium on November the 3rd at the annual East-West football.
Not much has changed. Teams trading touchdowns here in the second half. The Polar Bears have the edge, though. They did stop North Marion on its first possession, and the Polar Bears have a 41-21 lead with 4:19 to go in quarter number 3. North Marion scored in less than a minute, and the Polar Bears came right back and scored in less than a minute. Peschel kicking off for Fairmont from the 40-yard line, center of the field, approaches the ball, sends it downfield. Nice end over end kick deep, and it's going to hit at the 5 and then rolls out of bounds. Peschel disgustedly goes off to the far side. That was his best kick distance-wise, but he pulled it a little to the left, and it bounced out of bounds. So The Huskies get it at the 35. First down and 10, 4:19 to go here in the third quarter. We talked about forcing North Marion to pass, and that's what the Polar Bears did the last time, but the Huskies had two very big pass plays. One was a touchdown. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 35, but North still knows its back is up against the wall. It's got to score on this possession.
A little empty formation here.
From the 35-yard line, long count for Casey Minor, and he's back to pass. Little short pass comes to Landon Fry right about the line of scrimmage, and he'll get about 3 yards up to the 38-yard line. But the Polar Bears closed in on that one well.
Yeah, nice job on the defense there. Get through the ball real fast.
3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. The ball comes up to the 38-yard line. 140 passing yards for Minor tonight. But he's 9 for 11. He's been really accurate with his throws tonight.
You know, with them being an empty, I mean, you still have the threat of the run with Minor.
2nd and 7 from the 38. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Minor back to pass, near side, Landon Fry can't catch it. It's ruled trapped along the sidelines near the 45-yard line, and it brings up a 3rd down and 7.
Brings up a 3rd down for North Marion.
Short hopped it. Looked like a catcher behind home plate, stopping one in the dirt. And it's now 3rd down and 7 for the Huskies. The ball at the 38 in North territory. They've converted some big plays tonight, and Minor has been involved in most of those. He gets the snap out of the empty backfield. Blitz coming. Sends it downfield, and the pass is caught at the 35-yard line by Martin. Inside the 20, inside the 10, and run down at the goal line, but he gets it across the goal line into the end zone for the Husky touchdown.
Yeah.
That's a 62-yard pass, and that's one that Polar Bears didn't defend as well.
No, he just threw it up.
Defenders in the area, but the guy in the white shirt came down with the ball. And now the extra point attempt for Anderson. Getting to be important now on extra points as North Marion trails by 14. The extra point is up, and it is good. Timeout, 3:20 to go, third quarter. The touchdown contest continues. The score, Fairmont 41, North Marion 28 on Fun 93.1.
National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Canadian rules football in the second quarter. Toronto Argonauts 14, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers 10. Saskatchewan and the BC.
Okay, now this is getting just a little bit monotonous now. The Polar Bears scored with 4:49 to go, with 5:49 to go. North scored with 4:49 to go. The Polar Bears came back and scored with 4:19 to go, and the Huskies have scored with 3:20 to go. So we have had 4 touchdowns in about the last 3 minutes of the game. And North is ready to kick off again. Not really sure what to expect here from the Huskies as they kicked the last time a short one, and Dylan Hours took it all the way down to the 14. Now Landon Fry is going to kick off. And he sends this one high, and Hours calls for a fair catch. A little bit of a surprise there at the 26-yard line because he could have returned it a little.
Yeah.
But called for the fair catch, and the Polar Bears will go 1st down and 10 with 3:19 to go in the third quarter.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I wonder what the total yards is.
Yeah, I keep it, but I don't keep it running. But I can tell you both quarterbacks have thrown for over 200 yards.
There's 400. Say another 200, 600, over 600 yards tonight.
It's not been a defensive struggle.
No.
Here's Dylan Hours, Wildcat, carries the football up the field out over the
Nice
30-yard line and up close to the 35. He's going to get about 7 yards on the play. That puts Hours up to 98 rushing yards tonight. Polar Bears had 300 yards total offense in the first half. Their stats won't be quite as impressive because their drives have been shorter. North Marion's drives have been longer here in the second half. Second down coming up. About 3 yards to go for the Polar Bears with the ball at the 34-yard line. Clock down to 2:40 to go here in the third quarter. Whitehair back in the game at quarterback. Back to pass. Short pass coming near side. Dinger catches it at the 35, cuts to the center of the field at the 40, then runs towards the sidelines and is brought down over the 40. It's a Polar Bear first down. See where they mark him down, but it doesn't matter. It is a Fairmont first down.
Kind of forgot about Dinger.
He's made some big plays tonight on the receiving end of passes. They'll set it down at the 41-yard line. And a first down for the Polar Bears.
I'd definitely try to get him the ball more.
Clock turns down to 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go here. In motion goes Dinger from left to right. Whitehair back to pass. Looks, sends it downfield for Dinger, and the pass is caught! No, he dropped it along the sidelines. I shouldn't say dropped it. He just didn't bring it down. It was going to be another outstanding catch going way up high, but the ball bounced away from him as he tried to come down with it.
Yeah, pass protection was great. Brody had plenty of time. Yeah, he wishes he had that one.
So it brings up a second down for the Polar Bears. Second down and 10. A minute 52 to go in the third quarter. The Polar Bears on top, 41-28. Whitehair has Johnson in the game as a running back, and Johnson gets the ball, gets out over the 45 and up to the 48-yard line. Brought down after a gain of about 7.
Nice hard run. Great.
It'll be third down and 3 for the Polar Bears.
Brought down by number 70, Caleb Spencer.
You know, I'm surprised. I'd move Dinger around, get him on the inside of these trips, let a linebacker try covering him.
Third down 3 for the Polar Bears from their own 48-yard line. Hours is not in the game right now for the Polar Bears. 1 receiver to the left, 3 to the right. Third down and short. Play clock at 13. Here's Whitehair on a keeper running towards the sidelines, is brought down short of the first down at the Fairmont 49. Now decision time. 2 yards short of the first down. Officials time along the sidelines.
I don't know if he looked like he might have cramped up there.
Injured Polar Bear player along the sidelines.
Yeah, it's Brody.
Yeah, it's Whitehair is the injured player for Fairmont Senior. Looking at a fourth down and 2 as he went down.
I see what happened. When he went to slide, his right cleat caught the turf.
So Brody gets up, and he's okay. Everybody holds their breath when Brody is slow in getting up. Fairmont looks at a fourth down and 2 now with 58 seconds to go in the third quarter. The ball at the Fairmont 49. There are all kinds of different ways at looking at this situation. There's the maybe try to play it safe punt, but then you look at how North has handled the ball offensively. They have shortened the field because they've had such big plays. Do you then try to run it and keep them away from the ball?
You know, the way our defense has been playing, it looks like we're going for it, which I think is the right call here.
And Dylan Hours is going to be the quarterback for the Polar Bears now. He comes up under center.
Long 4th and 2.
4th and 2. He runs with the ball. He gets the first down inside the 45, the 40, and is tackled from behind at the 38-yard line. Dylan Hours on a quarterback sneak turned it in to about a 13-yard gain.
Because right now, our best defense is our offense.
I agree with you there, and I think that's what the Polar Bear coaches were thinking as well. Try to hang on to this ball and get into the end of the third quarter with a 2-touchdown lead. Just 33 seconds to go, but the Polar Bears need to run this play, and the play clock's down to 5. It's first down and 10. Don't know if they know that because the play clock expired. They didn't get a flag. Ball comes to Johnson. Johnson off the left side, gets maybe a yard to about the 39. That will be the final play of the third quarter. So Fairmont will have the football at the North Marion 38-yard line. Second down and 9 when play resumes. We've played 3 quarters from East West Stadium in Fairmont. It's the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears 41, the North Marion Huskies 28 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Par-Mar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings and sign up for the Par-Mar rewards card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall and we are Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
We have another good one here. The Polar Bears and the North Marion Huskies. A shootout at the stadium tonight, though. Fairmont has the ball, leading 41-28. It's second down and 9 at the North Marion 38-yard line. Whitehair back at the quarterback spot for Fairmont. He has Johnson behind him on this second down play, and Brody is back to pass. Near side, the pass is caught at the 40-yard line by Canfield, and he takes it down along the sidelines inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 18. It'll be a 20-yard pass to Logan Canfield.
Our pass protection is pretty good all night.
.272 passing yards tonight for Whitehair. Another Fairmont first down at the North Marion 18-yard line. Long count for Whitehair. Now he turns and looks to the sidelines. Play clock down to 5. He'll have to hustle now. Gets the snap. Gives it to Johnson. Johnson fakes left, goes right, and he's dragged down at about the 16-yard line. He'll get 2 on the play.
Keep that clock rolling.
So second down and 8. Fairmont moving from left to right now. The ball almost touching the 15, but technically still the 16. And the Polar Bears are aware of the play clock now and won't be in any hurry, especially deep in North Marion territory at the 16-yard line. Second down and 8 yards to go. Whitehair has a couple of receivers to the left and a couple to the right, and he's back to pass, sends it downfield, overthrows Canfield, and he was open in the end zone. Brody put his hands over his face mask because he knew that was a touchdown.
That's definitely one he wishes he had back. Yeah. That's 7 right there.
Canfield had slipped into a little open area there in the end zone, and the pass just over his head. Now third down and 8 for the Polar Bears. Got to get serious now and get this first down. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. That means it's an empty backfield. Brody back to pass. Has time now, chased out of the pocket, running upfield. He gets down to the 15, heads towards the sidelines at the 10, and he slides down before the first down marker at about the 10-yard line, but he's going to be short of the first down, and it'll be 4th down and a couple for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, I got pressure from the right side.
Yeah, if Brody dives instead of slides, he may get that first down, but he went feet first. So Polar Bears go now 4th down and 2. The ball at about the 10-yard line. Pitch comes back. Here is Whitehair running with the ball, but he's in big trouble, and he gets to the 10 and then drags forward inside the 10-yard line. Let's see if he has enough for the first down.
Well, guy over that side looks good. This guy over here doesn't. Is there a flag?
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Might have got. Yeah. I think Dylan pulled him.
Penalty against Fairmont Senior. He assisted him.
Yeah. Might be on Max. You can push, can't pull.
So the officials discussing. The play carried down to the 9-yard line, so they'll take 5 yards from there, and it becomes the 14. And it's going to be 4th down for the Polar Bears and about 6 to go. Clock turns inside 9:50.
Actually, that penalty didn't hurt us.
Takes up more time. 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. 4th down, 6 for the Polar Bears at the North Marion 14.
No timeout.
Play clock down to 6. Whitehair gets the snap, looks to pass, now runs out of the pocket. He's in trouble. He's going to be sacked. Big loss. Back at about the 20-yard line, and North Marion will take over with 9:20 to go in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, we looked lost there from the start.
Yeah, I saw you say take a timeout.
We just took a timeout from the group.
There seemed to be some confusion, and then Whitehair didn't have much of a chance to throw the ball. So North Marion gets the ball, 9:20 to go. Stop on downs against the Polar Bears after that 6-yard loss for Whitehair. And North Marion now with life. They trail by 13. Remember, Fairmont has 1 missed extra point. First down 10 Huskies. Ball at their own 20-yard line. Handoff goes to Hoffman, and he is grabbed in the backfield, and it's the Arbogast who brings him down. They may give him a yard on the play, but if so, it's a short one, and it'll be 2nd down for the Huskies. 2nd down and 9, a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, it's a good thing Caleb has a solid grip. That's the only thing he had him by was his shirt.
And Hoffman has been slippery tonight for North Marion. He's run for over 100 yards. 2nd down and 9 from the Husky 20. Minor out of the shotgun. Passes along the line of scrimmage. It's caught at the 20-yard line and taken up to the 25, and that'll be about all for Brock Martin.
Pass to number 2, Martin.
Penalty?
I didn't see the flag, but the officials are reacting as though there is something pending. Holding is the call against North Marion. So, if the holding occurred behind the line of scrimmage, it would be assessed from the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty, and it will take the football back inside the 15.
I still don't see the flag.
No, I didn't see it come down. But by the body language of the officials, you knew something was up. So now it's 2nd down, 19 yards to go for the Huskies. The ball on their own 12-yard line. And here is Minor back to pass, getting pressure from behind. Runs to the sidelines, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds at about the line of scrimmage on the far side of the field.
Good pursuit by our defense.
He'll get actually 1 yard gain, but it's going to be third down and long for North Marion. Third down at about 17. They have to get the ball up to the 30.
Nice play by Boda, number 3.
Taryn Boda has made some big plays for the Polar Bears this season as a sophomore linebacker.
Sophomore, wow.
Third down for North Marion. Third and long. We'll see what North comes up with here. They trail 41-28, 8:12 to go. The clock stopped. Casey Minor, empty backfield. Can the Polar Bears get pressure? Quick pass coming near side and a diving catch made, but it's well short of the first down at the 15. It's just a 2-yard gain.
No, they're saying he didn't catch it.
So they rule it incomplete. He had to dive for it. Yeah,
well,
so.
Bigelow did a nice job getting his hands in the passing lane there.
And that really doesn't matter. It was just a 2-yard gain. North Marion gets the advantage of the clock stopping at least, and now the Huskies will be forced to punt. With 8:04 to go in the fourth quarter, and they trail the Polar Bears 41-28.
We still got a lot of time left here.
Dylan Hours will be back to return. Here's where you don't want to rough the punter.
No.
Low snap. It bounces to him. He loses the ball, and it's loose on the field, and they recover, but the Polar Bears have the ball now deep in North territory inside the 3-yard line.
It's Christmas, Jeff. It's Christmas.
A low snap from center on the punt. It bounced to him. The ball popped loose. The Huskies recover, but it makes no difference there. It was a 4th down play, so the Polar Bears have it with 7:57 to go in the game. First and goal from the Husky 3-yard line. So the Polar Bears come to the line of scrimmage now. 2 wideouts to the right. Dylan Hours in the backfield. Canfield in the backfield as well. First and goal from the 3. Whitehair. Touch pass comes to Dinger. Angling to the goal line. He takes it down into the end zone. It's a Polar Bear touchdown. Cannon Dinger, a 3-yard touchdown pass from Brody Whitehair. And the Polar Bears lead it 47-28.
Little Tavon Austin there.
I think most everybody thought this was Dylan Hours' time because Hours was in the backfield. But Dinger came in motion from left to right and took the touch pass, ran it in, and the Polar Bears go for 2 now, leading 47-28. Here's Whitehair, rolling to the left, getting backside pressure, just throws it away, incomplete. There was nothing he could do. He had way too much pressure, and he was running to the left and trying to throw with his right arm. That's tough to do. And there's timeout on the field. 7:50 to go, fourth quarter. Fairmont Senior 47, North Marion 28 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Another touchdown pass for Brody Whitehair moves him ahead of Jared Ferguson on the all-time Fairmont Senior touchdown pass list. And so Whitehair has that spot all to his own now, 5th all-time in Fairmont Senior history, and he's just a junior.
Yeah, we've been blessed the last 20 years, quarterbacks.
Here's Peschel kicking off. That's a line drive kick that is going to roll towards
she snuck in
the 15-yard line, and Martin has to dive on it at about the 16, and that's where the Huskies will go, first down and 10. So Peschel kept that one inbounds, and now the Huskies are deep in their own territory with 7:50 to go and trailing the Polar Bears 47-28. Next week, the Polar Bears play at home. That's going to sound like a broken record because Fairmont doesn't have another regular season game away from this place. The final game, though, is actually an away game, but of course it's played here against East Fairmont. 1st and 10 from the 16. Huskies trailing 47-28. You can expect them now to go to the air. Casey Minor hands it off to Hoffman, and Hoffman is going to be nailed after a gain of a couple. Taryn Boda in on the tackle, lost his helmet, and he runs to the sidelines to put it back on. A couple of yards on the play for Hoffman. He's had a great night.
Yeah. And we got good penetration from the nose guard there, Arbogast.
140 yards rushing for Aaron Hoffman, but the Huskies need much more than that now. The clock turns down to 7:40, and they're missing a player. Casey Minor jumping up and down trying to get the sidelines' attention. Play clock at 13. Well, apparently they had the player, but he didn't have the play. So now they're ready to go. 2nd down and 8 yards to go. And here is Minor, back to pass. Has time, now runs out of the pocket, sends a pass downfield off balance, and the pass is intercepted. Cannon Dinger has it for the Polar Bears. Cannon Dinger catches him from either quarterback. He gets the interception for Fairmont Senior. And when you take a look at interceptions this season, that is his 6th. It's also his 11th in his career. He is too short of the all-time Fairmont record for pass interceptions. And now with 7:14 to go, the Polar Bears have the ball, leading 47-28.
It all started with we had a good rush. Minor wasn't able to set his feet when he threw it, and I tell you what, Dinger, he goes up, he comes down with it. I mean,
he was in a crowd.
He's a special young lad.
Here is the handoff to Johnson. Johnson wide to the left, gets inside the 45, the 40, and gets down close to the 33-yard line before he's brought down. That'll be a gain of about 14 yards for Damani Johnson.
Yeah, ran counter there, pulled the right side of the line, and I tell you what, I'd run it till they stopped it.
The clock is the important scoreboard information now because the Polar Bears have this 19-point lead, and the game clock shows 6:45. Fairmont doing a good job of milking the play clock. It's down to 5 as they get set for a 1st and 10 from the Husky 33-yard line. There's Johnson again up the middle. Johnson finds some running room, gets to the outside, gets down to the 30-yard line, and he finally just decides, I'm going to go down before somebody strips the ball away from me, and he'll get 3 yards on the play.
Counter again. We just ran it to the right.
2nd down and 7. Yeah, Fairmont in the driver's seat now. There's no need to put the ball in the air.
No.
Leading 47-28. The ball at the north 30-yard line. 2nd down and 7.
I mean, people are going to get mad at me for saying this. We don't have to score. We just got to start sucking some time away.
Right. And I will not get mad at you. It is 2nd down and 7, and here is the handoff to Chris Wilson, who fights his way forward for the 1st down inside the 20-yard line. He'll get 10 on the play, and the Polar Bears keep the drive going and get a 1st down. That takes the ball down. They'll mark it down. Let's see, is it going to be the 19? Yes, it's going to be at the 19-yard line. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 from there. Game clock at 5:23. The Polar Bears lead 47-28. And there is the handoff. It goes to Wilson off the left side. And Wilson carries the football inside the 15 down to about the 12-yard line.
I'll tell you what, he's a hard. We've got 3 hard runners.
He'll get 7 yards on that play.
Yeah. We got 3 good hard running backs.
2nd down and 3. Game clock down to 4:50, play clock at 20, so the Polar Bears can milk another 20 seconds off the clock as they look at a 2nd down and 3 from the Husky 12. Handoff goes to Chris Wilson. Inches his way forward and gets down close to the 10. He'll be close to a Fairmont first down.
Lost his helmet.
He'll go to the sidelines, and it looks to be enough for a Polar Bear first down, and it is down to the 9, so Wilson gets 3. The Polar Bears keep the drive going. 4:33 turning clock, fourth quarter. Fairmont Senior leading 47-28, trying to hand North Marion its first loss and dislodge them from the top spot in the AA ratings. First and goal from the 9. Whitehair out of the pistol formation. Damani Johnson behind him. Johnson gets the handoff. Johnson up the middle inside the 5. He's into the end zone. It's a Polar Bear touchdown.
Did you see that jump cut?
Damani Johnson, 9-yard TD run, and the Polar Bears lead at 53-28.
Watch this little jump cut here.
Speed and quickness for Damani Johnson. Scores on a 9-yard run, and the Polar Bears pretty much put the game away now with Peschel ready to attempt the extra point. 4:09 to go. Ball down, kick up, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field. 4:09 to go. Late flag after the kick. The score, Fairmont Senior 54. North Marion 28 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that gold and blue pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Several have 2.
Can we go Co?
Probably. What a wild game we've had tonight at East West Stadium. The Polar Bears and the Huskies in a shootout. The Polar Bears with a little more ammunition here with a 54-20 lead. There was a flag after the extra point, and the penalty was a 15-yard penalty against the Polar Bears. So that means Cam Peschel is going to kick off from the 25-yard line. 4:09 to go. Peschel will kick from left to right. From the center of the field, here is his kick. Nice end-over-end kick, and it is going to be taken at the 21-yard line by Brock Martin. Martin gets out over the 30 to the 35, and then Gavin Michael grabs him and brings him down. And it'll be North Marion's football, 1st and 10 at its own 35-yard line with 4 minutes to go in the game, and the Polar Bears leading 54-28. This is going to be a game that people will look at in the newspaper or social media or whatever and think, it wasn't much of a game. But that's so far from the truth. That last touchdown is the one that really sealed this one for Fairmont. From the 36 now, North Marion goes 1st down and 10.
I'm surprised that North hasn't tried getting the ball more to Fry tonight.
We may see that now. 1st down and 10. And Miner hands it off. And he hands it off up the middle to Mullet. Mullet will get a couple of yards, and Bigelow in on the tackle for the Polar Bears. 2-yard gain.
Number 4, Mullet on the run. Tackle by number 25, Dakota Niger.
I guess you reach this point, it's like conceding now. As the clock turns into 3:37, trailing 54-28. It's 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 38-yard line. Miner passes downfield, caught by Fry, catches it at the 45, and then stretches forward to the 1st down marker. And he will get a 1st down. It'll be about a 7-yard pass play. Been a good night for Casey Miner. He's thrown for over 200 yards, but it's 1st and 10 at the Husky 47-yard line, and Miner is back to pass. Now he's looking long down the sidelines, and the pass is incomplete. At the 20-yard line, Tavion Thornton was defending on the play. It was intended for Brock Martin.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
He was just a step away from having that. You know, both quarterbacks have played out very well tonight. North throws the ball better than I thought they coming into. I thought, I heard that they were pretty balanced, but you got to see them. North's a good football team.
Second down and 10 now, and the handoff goes off the right side, and there's nothing. Mullet carries, stopped for a loss on the play by Trevor Bigelow. Now the officials call time. North Marion had a player lose his helmet, and he comes to the sidelines. That's Brandon Matheny. So it's going to be third down and about 12 yards to go for the Huskies now after Mullet loses 2. Game clock down to 2:27. Next week, North Marion will play at Elkins. Fairmont at home against Morgantown, and now timeout called by the Huskies. Timeout North, 2:16 to go, fourth quarter from Fairmont. The score, the Fairmont Polar Bears 54, the North Marion Huskies 28 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Lead, 2:16 to go.
Yeah. We got some bonus points tonight, Jeff.
Big win for Fairmont Senior for a number of reasons. With Morgantown coming up next week, that's a very tough game for the Polar Bears. And this stretch of 4 games that was really difficult, you knew going in, you really had to win 2 of them. And the Polar Bears, if they win this one, will have completed getting 2 of these 4.
Yeah, big game next week, but they're definitely going to see the run.
Back to passes, Miner getting pressure from the outside. He's hit and goes down at about the 40-yard line. That'll be a loss, and it will put the ball down right at the 40-yard line where it's going to be 4th down.
If North can stay healthy, I think they got Herbert Hoover coming up later in the year. They should win out. They very well could be 9-1.
You look at their schedule, that's their tough game. Roane County playing them on the road.
That's true. Roane's tough at home.
Could be tough. 4th down, 16 for North Marion. 1:39 to go. Clock turning. And Casey Miner back to pass. Chased out of the pocket. Lots of running room, but he passes downfield to a wide open receiver, and the ball is caught at about the 32-yard line along the sidelines by Landon Fry. And it is a North Marion first down with room to spare.
At least we kept him in. He didn't go out of bounds. Let's start the clock here.
Number 8, Damani Johnson on the tackle.
Yeah, I'm just surprised they didn't try getting the ball to Fry more tonight. He's their Cameron Dinger.
And a solid receiver for them for years now. First down and 10 from the 30. Miner to pass downfield. It is caught by Eddie. He catches the ball at the 15 and takes it inside the 10-yard line with a minute to go.
Pass complete to number 17, Richie Eddy.
The Huskies have 2 timeouts left.
It's going to be interesting to see what the total yardage is tonight after the game.
Ball's going to be marked at the 7-yard line. 23-yard pass play there. Game clock turning inside 45 seconds. First down for North Marion. Marking the football now at the 8. First and goal from the 8. Casey Minor claps his hands the ball off the left side. It goes to Trevor Mullett, and he takes it down to the goal line and into the end zone for the North Marion touchdown. So Mullett takes it into the end zone. The Huskies score with just 30 seconds to go. That'll be an 8-yard run for Trevor Mullett. Anderson comes on to attempt the extra point for North Marion. Martin is the holder, gets a low snap, and he can't get the kick away, so Martin is going to run it. Canfield tries to track him down, and he can't, and Martin will run it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Timeout on the field, 31 seconds to go. The score, Fairmont 54 and North Marion 34 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that golden blue pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
The Polar Bears with a big lead over the North Marion Huskies, and now North will kick off with 31 seconds to go, 54-36. And the Huskies will kick off from right to left. Brock Martin will do the kicking. And he kicks it towards the sidelines. It is caught at the 38-yard line by Boda, and Boda just turns around and falls down. And the Polar Bears will have it at the 37 with 27 seconds to go.
He thought about it for a second.
So the Polar Bears take a knee and end this game. 54-36.
Yeah. You know, we're talking about not much defense, but if our defense don't have those 2 goal line stops during the first half.
Yeah, it's funny when you have a game like this and you look back and think of some big defensive plays.
Yeah.
Fairmont bunched together now just to take a knee.
Best formation in football.
And the knee is taken. The clock is running. The Polar Bears do not have to run another play. And this game will come to an end, and the streak will extend to 20. The Fairmont Senior Polar Bears have won 20 consecutive games over the North Marion Huskies, and tonight do so with North rated as the top team in Class AA. Final score from East West Stadium, the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears 54 and the North Marion Huskies 36. Wrap up coming up next on Fun 93.1. Okay, that's good. All right, and we come back, and then we have another spot. Then we do the player of the game, right? Okay, got it. Okay, JL, we got to figure out this.
Well, I mean, Dylan had a hell of a game, but
you have Dinger at a.
the Johnson kid. I mean, yeah.
But if you were going to pick one, you would say.
I'd have to go with quarterback. Because it all starts. You know.
Oh,
I don't think he didn't do anything that really got us in trouble tonight. I mean, he threw the ball away when he had to.
No interceptions.
I mean,
he 4 touchdown passes.
He slid short a couple times.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that.
But yeah, he played. I think he played his best game.
Okay.
Of the year.
All right, that'll work.
I'm glad they still do this.
Yeah.
I stole it from Fairmont State.
Did you?
I just switched the words. Don't try to reinvent the wheel.
No. I can't hear the spot. Is that okay? Okay. The end zones were busy tonight. There was a lot of traffic in the end zones. The Polar Bears made it in there more, though, and come away with the win over North Marion, 54-36. JL, this game started just the way it finished. I mean, it was an offensive battle, and both teams showed the ability to move the ball on the ground and in the air.
Track meet. I mean, there was a couple times where I believe they scored under a minute, and we scored under a minute. I mean, so. Yeah, definitely track meet. But I was telling you earlier, we kind of, looking down or kind of upset with our defense. But if our defense don't make those 2 goal line stops in the first half, this is a 1-possession game. We don't know how it goes.
Yeah, you take a look at Fairmont's offensive production tonight, 2 touchdowns in each quarter. And the Polar Bears led 14-0 at the end of one, 28-14 at halftime. And then it was 41-28 after 3 quarters. And then the Polar Bears added on a couple of more touchdowns to reach 54. And North Marion ended up with 1 touchdown and made their final 36. It was a game of trading back and forth. And we did see 1 punt and 1 punt attempt that ended up being a bad snap. And that was maybe one of the things that really knocked it out of the possibility for the Huskies, because they couldn't recover from that when the Polar Bears scored on that possession and put the game away. But quite a game, and the Polar Bears come away with the big victory tonight. Let's take a look at some of the first half stats for you, and you'll get an idea of exactly why we're talking about so much offense. For North Marion, rushing yards tonight, 185. For the Polar Bears, rushing yards, 221. So the Polar Bears actually outrushed the Huskies. Passing, North Marion completed 13 of 17 passes for 268 yards. The Polar Bears, 9 of 19 for 275 yards and 4 touchdowns. The Huskies threw 3 touchdown passes. Total offense, Fairmont Senior, 406, North Marion 453. So the Huskies gained more yards, but field position was the key to that. Remember, North Marion started the game with a little pooch kicks that gave the Polar Bears the football near midfield pretty much the entire first quarter.
Yeah. No, I mean, combined over 800 yards in the offense.
It's about all you can fit in to 4 quarters of a high school game.
12-minute quarters.
When we come back, it's going to be time to take a look at the Elevate Physical Therapy Player of the Game. And the only thing harder than playing in this game tonight is trying to come up with the Elevate Physical Therapy Player of the Game. But we will do that when we return. The score at the end of the game tonight, Fairmont Senior 54 and North Marion 36 here at the stadium in Fairmont on Fun 93.1. Okay, we're going to go with white hair. Brody. Yeah. Whatever you need. I don't need them if you don't want them. Yeah, whatever you want to do. It's fine. Yeah, you can speed it up. Hey, I'm all for speeding up. Wheeling Park beat Morgantown tonight.
Wow.
Okay.
Morgantown's going to cause us problems up front.
Mm-hmm. Here at East West Stadium in Fairmont, the Elevate Physical Therapy Player of the Game. We had about 4 or 5 who were really not separated by much. We didn't throw the names up and catch one, but we could have and probably done just as good a job. But we have decided on Brody Whitehair as the Player of the Game tonight. I mean, Brody and several others had just outstanding games, but JL, you said you thought it was his best game of the season, and his stats would bear that out because tonight Whitehair completed 9 of 19 passes for 275 yards. He threw 4 touchdown passes tonight, and in the process moved into 5th place all time in Fairmont senior history. So,
yeah, well, I think 2 plays he slid short, but throwing the ball. He threw it away when it needed to be. He didn't try forcing anything. That's something that he would have done earlier in the year. So I think, I personally believe this was Brody's best game so far.
And he also ran one in from 19 yards out. So
yes.
Brody's fingerprints are all over this one. Yeah. So because of that, he is our Elevate Physical Therapy Player of the Game. Congratulations to Brody Whitehair. When we come back, we'll wrap it up from the stadium in Fairmont. The final score again, the Polar Bears 54, North Marion 36. Well, I know. I figured you'd figure it out, though, after about 5 seconds of dead air. Yeah. I know. Thanks. This will be short, and then we're done. Yeah, right. Okay, good. Thanks. Got it. The good news about this, JL, is that you have earned the right to return sometime in the future with this Polar Bear victory over North Marion tonight, a 54-36 win. I want to check some scores because there were some surprises tonight. One in Class AAA, that was Wheeling Park and Morgantown. The Patriots stunned the top-ranked Mohegans and beat Morgantown 26-16. That's significant because Morgantown is Fairmont Senior's opponent next week. And let me check just a couple of other scores for you involving Polar Bear opponents. Bridgeport beat Brook, no surprise there, 49-14. University beat Buchanan Upshur, certainly no surprise there. It was 42-37. Let's check some of the AA scores for you. Bluefield is leading Independence 36-21 in the 4th quarter. Philip Barber, no trouble with Berkeley, 56-14 final. Scott beat Mingo, or is leading Mingo rather, 43-20. Frankfort trailing Mountain Ridge 24-14. Weir, number 9, on top of Kaiser, 42-21 in the 4th quarter. Herbert Hoover beating Chapmanville 42-23. That's a future North Marion opponent. Lewis County clinging to a lead. It's 41-34 over Lincoln in the 4th quarter. And Elkins has won its first game of the year, beating Grafton tonight 28-7. RCB also is on the verge of winning its first game. It's 31-8 Flying Eagles in the 3rd quarter against Oak Glen. So that's what's going on on the scoreboard. And here tonight, the Polar Bears won a big game. There'll be a lot of playoff points for the Polar Bears in a victory over the North Marion Huskies, a team that hadn't lost yet and was rated number 1 in Class AA. The next time out, the Huskies will be on the road at Elkins, while the Polar Bears will play at home against Morgantown. We'll be here for that game, and we'll be on the air beginning at 6:40. Don't forget, the Parmar Coaches Show comes up Tuesday night, and our player of the game will be Brody Whitehair. That'll be Tuesday night, 6 o'clock at the Mason Jar, Pennsylvania Avenue, Fairmont. And next week we have the tailgate show before the kickoff of the football game beginning at 6 o'clock, just adjacent to the stadium at the Derby. Thanks, JL, for being part of the broadcast tonight. You really saw a good one.
I had a great time. You know, I'm just so glad the streak's still there. I'm going to go home and pour me a glass of Buffalo Trace.
Sounds good. The Polar Bears and the Huskies put on a show for the fans tonight, and Fairmont Senior comes away with the win. Fairmont now 5-1 on the season. North Marion drops to 4-1. For JL, I'm Jeff Carpenter. Goodbye for now. Final score again tonight. The Fairmont Senior Polar Bears 54 and the North Marion Huskies 36. I pulled another one on you there. Yeah. I just wanted to check to see if you could be quick. You were. You passed the test. Now you're doing. Hey, thanks for your help tonight. Appreciate it. Okay. Thanks for your help. Okay. See ya. Bye. Okay, bye. Okay. Oh, hey, thank you very much. I don't know.